Yo, what's going on, Need to Know Podcast family? We are back with another very, very special episode.
Man.
Alex, how you feeling, brother?
Feeling amazing. We've got some great energy in the building.
You know what? For all the funny shit you do in this podcast, I think today you can actually get it off.
What a start.
Wait, nah, for real, that's my man. That's all I gotta let him know.
Wait, I'm confused.
So real quick, we got family, we got company in the building. Okay?
Good company too.
Shout out. This is going to be a really great episode.
Facts.
There's so much we could talk about.
Yeah.
But I want to get back to the funny style shit you be doing.
What
Alex does whenever we have a baddie on the pod, a beautiful woman, he does this thing where he looks at him, hey twin. Today, you can actually get that off, and I'm gonna be like, you know what?
I got my twin in the building.
Yeah, because I don't know how I feel about being in the same sentence as baddies. I was about to say, I was like, you gonna call my man Mecca baddie?
No, but that's
this kind of
what he
went left. I know my hair is long, but my nigga.
I was just saying, everybody is a twin for him.
Yeah,
So,
it's
but
true.
today,
You know, the young people have...
I get it. I get it. Okay, we
Yeah.
both from Queens. We both wear glasses. We
Long
both got the
Island
same
Queens.
complexion. I shave my beard.
Yeah.
And you don't have dreads.
But you look good, though.
and you trying to get the
always-
grades,
I
Alex.
always do. But that has nothing to do with it. But yes, and eventually, hopefully, maybe one of these days you'll grow into some grays. If God blesses you to live long enough to see some gray hair, I wish you all the longevity.
Do you think I should dye them or not? When
I
they come?
stopped when I stopped in my 30s.
Really?
But I started like in my 20s.
You're lying.
You started gray in your 20s.
I saw my first gray hair at like 11.
11?
You got
And then-
scared,
and
didn't
then-
you?
Oh, nigga. Nigga. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I lived with my grandparents for a while. And I don't know if anybody who's ever spent a lot of time with their grandparents, you'll probably be able to relate to this. When you get a certain age, you lose friends, right?
Yeah.
You know, at that age, some of her friends were passing away. My grandfather's friends were passing away.
Yeah.
And I would hear my grandmother say, "The good die young." The good die young. She would say that a lot. You know, the good die, they went too soon. The good die young.
You took that seriously.
Nigga, when I see a gray hair on my face at the same time that my grandmother says, "Be a good boy," and then later on that night she gets on the phone and says, "The good die young. Be a good boy.
I don't want to be good.
The good die young.
I want to be bad."
And I got a gray hair. I'm like, what the? And my puberty riddled mind is like, oh shit. You start putting shit together.
Yeah.
I thought I was about to check out.
Yeah, you gotta just go start robbing niggas at that point. You gotta turn it to the good into the bad.
Just go bad.
It turned into something else. I was like, nah. Like, I don't even know if this is worth this good shit. Who gotta get the... Thankfully, my father smoothed me out.
Fire.
And he was like, you like me.
Yeah.
We all gray early. Like I got mine early. You got yours a little sooner than me, but it's nothing. You're not gonna die. It's fine. And we talked me down off the ledge quick. I went to him with it. Pop.
Frantic,
Pop.
too. You know?
I gotta hurt somebody.
I gotta get bad. See, you talking about that baddie shit. You trying to be bad when you're young.
It was a different kind. It was different. Like, Pop, I can't keep being good. I gotta blah, 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 blah.
See, that I remember having that same conversation with my dad when my hairline started receding. So I went bald at like 21.
See?
Because my shit was all the way back here. Like my shit, that's why I wear the hats, for real.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen.
So I had the same heart-to-heart with my father. And
He didn't say you was
Pop,
bad, though. He didn't say you was bad.
Nah, but it's something, it's genetics that you don't know, only
got
your
you.
pops can,
They-
you know what I'm
they
saying?
gotta
Like,
walk you
they
through it.
I see
know
what
it
you're saying.
before
I see-
you know
yeah.
it. And you
I see
like,
what you're saying,
yo, why is my shit thinning at 22, dog?
You know they got this thing in Turkey now. You take some of this podcast bread.
Nah, I can't.
Hop a plane,
But
get
then
on
they be
over
looking
there.
crazy.
It's over now.
The
You said
process
it's over now.
It's over. That's it.
It's over now.
And you handsome.
Thank you, brother. I'll take that.
I'd go get it, man. Listen,
What?
everybody,
Yeah. What makes you happy?
why not?
Gotcha.
You got one spin around, right? You can't take the bread with you, right?
Right.
I wasn't born with tattoos.
Right.
I got them because I wanted them.
Right.
When I you know, whatever. I wasn't born with dreads. I got them because I wanted them. Like if you want to go, I'm not comparing one to the other, but do what makes you happy. Like do whatever it is that if you're not hurting nobody else,
Right. In the process.
spend your money how you want to spend your money. As long as you good at the end of the day, nobody got to suffer behind your shit. You don't have to cut nobody's throat to do it.
Right.
If it makes you feel better,
That's a major conversation to have. I feel like there's a broader conversation behind that men may not be ready for.
Because look, women will do anything to make them happy.
Because a woman's test in life is physical. A man's test in life is financial.
Speak to that.
We don't get judged on our physical as much as they do. It's very often that you see a very curvy, very body heavy woman, not heavy as in, but a very, whatever it is that's physically attractive woman with a dude who may not be in shape, right? Yeah, but his finance, if we saw that, nobody's shocked. Nobody's surprised when you see a big dude who looks like he's got his money together with a woman who's very attractive. Nobody thinks twice about that because a man's test in life, as in the things that you are judged on by the masses, a man's test is financial.
Mac, I ain't gonna lie, you got a lot of wisdom, bro. Like, I ain't gonna say it's from the graves, but we're not even 5 minutes in, you dropping. We didn't even introduce him yet. You hear him?
Go for it. Go crazy.
Nah, you go crazy. Go ahead.
What's going on, y'all? It's the Need to Know podcast. What you need to know when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast.
Yeah.
Like Alex said, we got somebody with a ton of wisdom, a ton of knowledge in this game, in this space.
Yes.
You know, I don't like to offend people and say OG, but I think there's a respectful way to look at somebody and say you're an OG in this space.
Absolutely.
He's one of those guys. I've been tapped in for a very long time with his journey.
Same.
Alex and I went to school for broadcast journalism.
Yep. Oh, that's what's up.
And so in this space, yes, we actually do this. It's not just for fun. Like we train for this.
I got it.
You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want to disrespect you.
I don't know if the camera can pick this up. They got like pins and like it's color coded and shit. Like it's not a game. They pulled up
legit.
Sure.
So and when I say that again, OG, respectfully, Alex,
I received that.
Yeah.
Good. I thank you. Because some people get on here and be like, nah, man, I don't want to beat it. But it's like you said, if you're blessed long enough to have that tenure, especially in a game like this, especially in hip hop, media, journalism, to go through all that you've been through, and we'll talk a little bit about it. I think that's a badge of honor.
It's amazing. He's an orator, a producer, a father.
No, I'm not a father.
Oh, I know. I'm my fault.
I've sunned a bunch of niggas.
Well, you know why?
That's where I was getting it from. I'm glad you knew. Because what did you say off mic? Go ahead.
Say father figure.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get to.
No dad bod, just the father figure.
Just the father figure.
Ain't calling them dad bods no more. This is the father figure.
Yes, a staple in hip-hop journalism. Mr. Mac, we are elated to have you in the building, man.
Thank you. Let's clap it up, man. Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up.
Yeah.
With that being said, I go by the name SaVon, SaVon, and the N for today just stands for new energy on the pod. That's it.
I like that.
I love how we have this rotating chair of guests and co-hosts and all of these things.
Yeah.
And I like talking to new people too, especially people that I respect. I admire their work, their craft. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll get into it, but just go for it, Alex.
I love it. I love it. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, as always, Parker Bone Poppy, never alone, always with a posse. And like I said, today, we have Mr.
That was
Mac.
cool.
You like that?
That was cool.
You like that?
It was very cool.
I had some more, but we got a guest today, so I just slowed it down.
Mecca Rashawn.
You got a few monikers though, no?
Yeah, but it's just Mecca Rashawn from here on out.
Okay.
I was MC when I was at the Source. I was writing under my byline was MC.
Yeah.
I was Mr. Mec when I started performing with my people around New York City. I was Mecca Rashawn when I was A&Ring for albums and consulting with all these people. And now none of those things.
Really?
But I'm all of those things. So Mecca Rashawn.
Mecca Rashawn.
Yes, Mecca Rashawn at your service.
What is Mecca Rashawn doing now?
Whatever he wants.
I like that. I've heard you say that before, but I want you to really get specific.
It's still true.
See, why?
Because it's still true. I'm by and large, I'm consulting a lot, which really is cool for the artists out there. Reach out, not hard to get to. I clear the decks maybe about once a week.
Yeah.
So I end up posting every Monday to let everybody know what the email is. It's not free, but I'm here to help. Definitely a good look. A&Ring now. Officially on paper. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Busta Rhymes. Respect my conglomerate, the Conglomerate Entertainment. Shout out to everybody on the roster, which is super dope.
Super dope.
Putting those albums together with him. We're on project number 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on project number 5.
It's amazing.
2 albums, 2 EPs, and now the new album is about to we're piecing that up, and that's just about ready.
Wow.
Great experience.
What's that process like with Buzz?
strenuous.
Really?
He and I argue, bro.
I think you need that for a good A&R though, right? Not the argument, but just the back and forth.
Challenge.
You can't. What's the antithesis of a yes man?
Mm-hmm.
Right, whatever that is, that's what an A&R has to be. I think. I think other people have their way of going about it, and the dynamic is different depending on who you're talking to. Yeah. If you got a guy and y'all are always on the same page, then there's never a debate. If you go, I think we should do this, and he goes, oh, what if we do this, and then what if we do this?
Mm-hmm.
There's never an argument. It's just a free flowing exchange of ideas. I've been in those setups too with other artists, but me and Bus, he's competitive. And he's competitive like I'm competitive. So
gotcha.
You talking to a guy who's not on the come up. He's not trying to map out how he's going to sustain and succeed. Bus has a floor that is most people's ceilings.
Yep.
Success-wise.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? He can only go but
sure.
so there's on a bad day for him, it's only going but so he's still
Bus.
Exactly.
I'm about to date myself a little bit. But Busta Rhymes, I'm going to give you 4 names, and these are the first rappers, artists that I remember. Busta Rhymes being one of them, Nas being another, and then we going to talk a little bit about him later, but Puff and Mace. Those were the first 4 rappers that I could vividly remember and have an impact on my brain and influence on why I came into the culture. Those are the first 4.
Yeah.
I was born in 94, just to give you some context.
Name me another rapper.
I'll round you out with 5. What? DMX.
Name me one more.
At that time, I mean, the Locks. I was big on the Locks around that time. So like 99.
We gonna slide Puff out of your rapper conversation.
Well, I'm just talking hip hop and rap in general because he was next to Mace.
We gonna slide him out of your
Let's
rapper.
get up out of there.
You had a producer that was rapping, so we gonna slide him out. We gonna put the Locks in.
We gonna put the Locks there.
I like that.
Yeah, we go. Criteria is important.
Okay.
Criteria is important. Title is important. Rapping doesn't make you a rapper. Being a rapper doesn't make you an MC. Making a beat doesn't make you a producer.
Right.
Right. So let's. I think the more we have categories and placements, the easier it is to assess someone's talent. Right. If I give you credit as an MC, but somebody wrote all your shit, well, that's an asterisk. That's a disqualifying. You're still a rapper,
right?
You're still rapping, right? You're an entertainer, right? But somebody wrote your shit. So, and for my criteria, the way that I give it up, and the journalists that I'm around, somebody's writing your shit. Well, you're just rapping.
This is a great talk. SaVon, I've actually been going back and forth about this particular topic, but not with rappers. With singers.
There's never been a time in the history of music where someone else writing a singer song was unacceptable. It's always been cool.
It's always right.
It's always been cool.
And that's kind of what I was telling SaVon. I'm like, I think it's a little bit different with Beyonce, right? Because, she calls herself a singer-songwriter because, yes, people have written for her.
And I'm sure she's written some of her own shit.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I'm sure she's written it. So you can be a singer-songwriter. But as an MC, we have a different every time I get into this argument, every time I start having this debate about ghostwriters or whatever have you, somebody always wants to throw, well, what about the fact that Michael Jackson didn't write his shit? I'm like, Michael Jackson wasn't an MC. Michael Jackson was not a rapper. Why are you bringing an R&B pop icon god into a different criteria? That's not even the same conversation. And I'm not anti. I'm not mad that Quincy Jones was behind it. Look what we got.
Right.
We needed that.
It's
a different art form. It's a different art
totally
form.
Different art form.
Completely different.
Bro, if I walk into a ballet studio and I start tap dancing, and I tell everybody, well, this is the new ballet, they're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. And we're the only art form that tries to pull that shit off, because you can't walk into a blues club and start playing rock music. They're gonna toss you. You can't walk into a rock club and start playing bluegrass. Somebody's gonna get mad. Like, I didn't come here for this. And they're very clear on their shit. It's only us where we try to let somebody flip it and bounce it and lower the bar so they can participate. And I'm not a fan of that.
I love that. It's funny you mentioned Michael Jackson. So I do got a question. So what we like to do, Mac, on our podcast, we like to start out with the people that support us, especially over on Patreon. Right now, you can catch all of our visuals. I know some of them were really upset, Alex. Some people on YouTube, they were pretty upset to see us leave the full episodes and take it from YouTube and go to Patreon. But there are some perks fucking with us on Patreon, and we thank y'all for supporting. So, Mac, we got a question from the fans. They submit their questions each and every week.
Really?
We have somebody. Yes, absolutely. We have somebody who filters these out. And because you mentioned Michael Jackson, and because we're a musical podcast, I feel like this one question in particular, this is from our Patreon, Tyler Nicole. Alex, if you want to pull that up and just shout out some of the new members, let's go ahead and do that too. But Tyler Nicole asked, if the NFL granted you control for one Super Bowl halftime show, which artist or group would you guys choose to perform and why? Would your halftime show be considered one of the greatest of all time?
Are we all answering that question?
Absolutely.
Okay, y'all go first.
Absolutely.
Oh, you want me to go first?
If you got it.
Dealer's choice.
Let's go. We're hospitable there. We'll allow our guests. And if you don't have the answer, you know what?
Living or dead.
That's a good. Let's do both, because I guess in a perfect world it would be.
They weren't specific, and I'll give you. I'll give you living or dead. Yeah. Whatever you think is going to be the GOAT halftime. And remember, halftime is what? They give you 5 minutes or something like that to perform. 15. They give you 15 minutes.
You got to run through hits. And am I okay? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how my decision breaks down. First, I'm going to try and figure out if I need to be, if the songs need to be
performed.
No. Everything's got to be performed. But is this something that I need to cater to the masses, or am I going to cater to my culture?
Gotcha.
Right. And then my next question is there somebody who can do both? Kendrick did both. Kendrick, he was able to do both, but because the country is so divided, it didn't feel like that.
Well, even culturally, I think a lot of people wish he had done more familiar songs.
But this is what I'm saying, why it's so divided, because the culture wanted all the way here, and the mainstream wanted all the way over there, and he was never going to be able to do that. I think he did the best he could.
Met him in the middle.
With what he was doing.
Yeah.
I think he did what he wanted to do. Because he could have still did GNX with some of the more popular songs that he has.
But that's my point. The best he could with what he did was what he wanted to do.
Okay.
I think that was his. I think he wanted to do that, and I think he gave us what he wanted, and I see it that way. Now, somebody else who had expectations. Where's the popular song? Where's this one? Where's that one? Where's it? Well, that doesn't go with the point he's trying to make. He's still trying to
Got it.
My first guess. Okay.
You gonna take mine? I know it. You gonna take mine, but go for it.
All right.
Yeah. Because there's somebody that I got in mind where I think it would fill his quota, dead or alive, and cancel the uncanceled. All of these things I'm taking into consideration.
Okay.
But I'm waiting on Mac.
Dead or alive? I'll go with the living first.
Let's do it.
Outkast.
Oh wow.
Outkast. I would love to see Outkast do it.
Okay.
Passed away. It's a tie between, and this is me being selfish, Tribe Called Quest,
man,
and Tupac.
Love those.
I would love to see what Pac, in this day and age, with all the shit happening right now, with the way his mind worked. A Tribe Called Quest is my selfish. That's me, like, fuck y'all. I want to see them rock just one more time. Bring out Dave Chappelle or some wild shit. Like, I would bring Common on stage, like the whole Spit Kickers crew, the Roots playing in the background. I can see the whole setup. Bus coming out. You might get a Fugees reunion back out there. Like, maybe Dave Chappelle, maybe we get the Dave Chappelle block party and they turn it into the halftime show.
That was a vibe.
Damn, they should hit you.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying, because Lauren comes out and says, ooh la la, I'm losing my mind. Right? But Pac, with all the information and everything that's happening here, and the fact that he's a direct influence on Kendrick, and we got what we got from Kendrick, if Kendrick sat down and wanted to, like, work out a stage show with Pac.
Imagine that.
With everything that's happening right now in 2025, yo, Pac, whatever he would either set this country on fire or save it completely. And I'd be here for either one.
Yes.
Either or.
Yes.
See, you mentioned Pac, and then I told you the first rappers that I was introduced to. It makes me sad that I couldn't really feel the impact of what a Pac and a Biggie was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't. Like, I know who they were and whatever. Like,
but we had to learn it after.
Live through it.
I didn't live through it.
We had to learn it after.
And so I could only go off of the information and the people like you who have lived through it, people who have studied this culture and say, oh, yeah, I know they're going to lead us in the right direction. Because for me, selfishly, of course I want to see Pac. Like, I've been seeing these AI things. Have y'all been seeing, like, the AI been getting wicked?
Oh, you saw the video with Michael Jackson and Prince.
I saw
arguing about who had the best funeral.
Who had the better funeral. And then I saw Pac and Biggie walking down the WWE ramp doing WWE cutting promotions in the middle of the ring.
Crazy.
And, like, if I didn't know any better, I would have thought, oh, my nigga Pac, he here somewhere. I'm like,
he really was
these niggas is doing this. Right? But I lived through the WWE era, like the Attitude Era and everything. So I know, oh, this is AI. Yeah. So I could only imagine what it's like living through that. And we lean on people like you to tell us, like, this is how it could have been, should have been, would have been. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could only go off the stories and hearsay. But Pac is just one of those mythical creatures where it's like, fuck, if I was born 5 years earlier, I would have felt that impact.
Yeah, he literally going too soon.
Yeah,
like, He was, again, if I could, it makes me, I very curious to know what he would do now.
Yeah.
Him, Aaron McGruder, who's still alive, who did the Boondocks. Like, if the Boondocks was out right now with all this shit popping, like, yo, bro, what are we doing? Like,
they would go crazy what's going on right now.
That's what I'm saying. And I would love to just see that.
Yeah.
You want to know how influential Pac was? How long has he been gone?
Yo, we were just talking about this on my job yesterday.
How long has he been gone?
He left, what, was that 96 or 97?
Yeah, almost 30 years.
It's almost 30 years.
Almost 30 years.
And kids still know about it.
You can Google Tupac tattoos and see how many people have their have his verses tattooed.
You're right.
Like,
I was just traveling. I was out the country. I was in DR not too long ago. And my concierge, all he played was Tupac. The whole time.
All the way in DR.
Michael Jackson, Tupac, and a little bit of Biggie and Drake. And that's it. He knew, all right, I got these American niggas. They gonna be cool with this. They gonna rock out with this. I'm like, yo, I'm not from California. Bro. I grew up in New York.
I'm from the States.
He just ran that Tupac the entire trip. Facts. So just to speak to that impact,
I'm the same way about who am I like that? Oh, musically, Jimi Hendrix.
Really?
I caught on to Jimi Hendrix late.
Gotcha.
Late. He was gone by the time. Yeah, but like by the time I discovered how ill he was, my father would talk about him. I never looked into it. Then I'm a writer. I'm a pen and pad. I'm a lyric guy.
Yeah.
Some of the shit that he said.
He was talking. I might have to do a deep dive into Jimi Hendrix. I haven't tapped into that personally.
He has some, and he sound like high talk.
Yeah.
But then it also comes across as a poet who's really I didn't mean to take up all your precious time. I'll give it right back to you one of these days. I didn't mean to take up all your sweet time. I'll give it right back to you one of these days.
It's kind of deep.
Yeah, I'm gonna send that. I'm gonna text that tonight.
With a guitar.
The last line is the bar. The last line is the bar. He said, "If I don't see you no more in this world, I'll meet you in the next one, and don't be late."
Damn. All right. Did he say that over guitar, piano? Like, what was he saying? It's over. Like, damn. Yeah, I gotta tap into that.
I'm getting a guitar tonight.
Killing a guitar to the point where Eric Clapton, who's by and large considered one of the greatest guitar players on the planet, there's a very popular story about the fact that he saw Jimmy perform and was backstage pissed off, and people were trying to check him like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you angry?" And he said, "Nobody told me this guy was that fucking good."
Be back there mad as hell. Like, I can't do that.
How the fuck am I supposed to follow this nigga?
What am I supposed to do?
Are you serious?
That's like Hov and DMX.
Yeah,
Hov was like, nigga, he out here, you got niggas praying, crying, screaming.
Mind you,
Jay-Z. Yeah, like he's Hov. He's like, yo, y'all didn't tell me he was doing all this.
Okay,
that's insane. That's insane.
Now you go.
Crazy. Go ahead. See what you can do out there.
You got anybody for the halftime show?
I do. I remember the time when there was an actual argument for who was the better rapper between Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. I actually remember that time. I'm aging myself now. I think history has shown whatever it's shown. Whether you be a fan of whoever, I don't mind it. But I now concede to the fact that I don't think Wayne could do a Super Bowl by himself. That's okay. I love Lil Wayne, but I concede to the fact that I don't think he could do it because I've seen some of his shows. Not that they aren't good, but to the magnitude of what the Super Bowl is, it's going to take just a little bit more. You know what I mean? So what I would like to see is a Young Money set.
That's a cheat code.
I would love to see a Young Money set. Them all at the.
I hate him because you a cheat. That's a great. That's great.
That'd be great.
I'm so mad. You know what Mecca just said? Like, damn, why you make me go after this nigga?
Eric Clapton.
I should have went first.
Eric Clapton.
I should have went first because that's a great idea. God damn.
I offered you. I said you want to go first.
You did.
That's
Dealer's
a phenomenal idea, bro.
I would love to see what a Young Money set looks like, right? Nicki Minaj at her best, Drake at his best, Lil Wayne at his best. Bring it together.
That would be great.
That would be emphatic.
And if they all said Young Money, not Cash.
Yeah, Young Money. Yes.
Yeah.
If
they all like fucked with each other too,
right?
Like remember, no, for real.
Remember?
How nice would that be?
Oh man, it was all cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
Back in the days.
Back in the days. I guess we can only dream, man. And another person I would like to see, Lil Wayne's favorite rapper, Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
I would love to see a Missy Elliott Super Bowl performance.
I like that.
She's
Missy and Aaliyah. Bring Aaliyah back.
Bring Aaliyah back.
Bring that whole Missy,
Aaliyah,
now you're doing it.
That's Timberland. I think that whole blend.
Genuine come out for a couple of joints.
Man, come on.
Tim. Yeah.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
For me, Tim, if he put the AI down, but
at this point in her career, if she was alive, Aaliyah could hold down the Super Bowl solo, and the hits would be crazy. Like if she had stuck around, by now, she'd be Super Bowl ready.
You're right.
Oh, for sure.
Her music stood the test of time as well.
Yeah, she'd be absolutely Super Bowl ready. But yes, great pick.
Those are great. Damn, why you ain't tell me in pre-pro that's what you was doing?
I just came up with that.
Come on, son. You stole it.
This is where I'm at, right? So I know right now in this climate, he may not be received as well, but I'm taking all of that off the table, and I'm just going Super Bowl halftime show, and it's Kanye West.
Oh shit. I thought you were about to say Kells. Okay.
Nah, I ain't putting Kells there. We go move him to the side. We're talking about free niggas.
Yeah, free niggas.
Niggas who got their freedom right now.
I have to make sure.
Yeah. So I would say Kanye West. I think it just hits all of the things that Mec talked about, right? Culturally, at a time, he was culturally, he stood for something. He was him. In that time period, I think he did have a moment where it just made sense. He got the songs, he connects all of the cultures, the genres, the presence, and he's the ultimate performer. Yeah, I think when
King
you
of the hype beast.
Yeah. When you mention Michael Jackson, that's what he says. I'm Michael Jackson. He puts himself in that regard. So I think halftime Super Bowl, 15 minutes. Like I remember what he used to do at the award shows.
Shit.
Yeah.
And it was a thing. It was like, what the fuck is he gonna do next on stage? Fuck the Taylor Swift and those kind of moments. I'm just talking about from a performer, like when he debuted My Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, what the fuck, these piano thing? And he's on the stage and
playing
he got the red and
that red suit.
He's such an artist. He can go into so many different bags. So if I had one performer at the Super Bowl,
I like that.
I'll put my money on Kanye West to just do that.
Shout out to my man Kaz. Kaz gave My Dark Beautiful Twisted Fantasy 5 mics in the source. That was his baby. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, Kaz, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm not mistaken, Kaz gave that album 5 mics.
Really?
As a classic. Yeah, that was one of those joints, and I saluted it. It was,
and not for nothing, I think he's pretty prepared for it, SaVon. When you take a look at his listening parties that he used to do, right? For the Life of Pablo, he was doing them in the arenas.
Yeah, no, the track listing alone for the projects, like he's got the records. His problem would be choosing which record to do.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
But he's in rare air with, like, Busta could do one.
Right.
And the only reason I didn't say him is because it feels like I'm being biased.
That's like me saying, "Hey, yo, Joe got that."
Yeah.
No, that's my man. That's my bias. Pump it up for 15 minutes straight, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Followed by Focus.
Yeah, focus on the intro. Pump it up on the outro for 15 minutes.
No.
We're gonna do the Marcus Houston joint at the end.
Nah. How y'all skipping? How y'all skipping up? Who's gonna make this shit loud and clear? Jersey's here.
Oh, I know. That's gonna be that's the walkout.
That's in the set. That's in the set, man. Yeah.
That's the walkout.
Yup.
So I feel you on the Busta Rhymes. Like that's like me saying, yo, like anytime anybody asks me top 5 rappers, you best believe Mr. Button is in that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
But they're expecting me to say that. So it's
Right,
so I
right.
don't want to have the bias argument, but
Got you.
the fact is, you know my man will bust y'all boys' ass. Like, you know, he'll scar you niggas for life. Like, your favorite don't want it with my guy, so we don't even need to have that conversation. Let's just take him off the table because my dude is Mount Rushmore status at this point.
What Busta? I'm sorry, man, I took you off.
No, don't.
Because I want to give him some flowers too. What Busta did on "Look at Me Now" at that phase of his career, I don't think it's talked about enough. Truly,
it should be studied.
It should be studied. Solely at that phase in his career. There's very few cats like him. You got your LLs, you got your Busta Rhymes, right? Even I'll throw Big Daddy Kane in it. What he did on that Chris Brown song with a different demographic, a song that we're still trying to figure out how to repeat.
We still can't.
I cannot. I'm about 40% through.
No, you ain't.
You right.
35.
Let's go. And I think I'm get away.
That's what most people do sound like.
Every day, we're gonna pop me. Never stop me.
We can't stop it. We can stop right there.
Every time I gotta go.
Yeah, we can stop you right there.
Good looks, man. All right, my
Yeah,
friend.
we stopped you. You said you could never stop me. Don't stop.
Oh shit! I
Getting PTSD in this bitch.
You said it was a strenuous process.
You know how many people run up on me wanting to say that verse? Nigga.
Do you know the verse?
No.
Okay, all right. So if Mac don't know the verse,
I feel better.
I feel better. When I did know it, it was one thing. But like now having to hear it all the time, bro, if you don't get the fuck away from me.
Were you in that session?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Somebody come, let's go. If you don't get the fuck away from me. I stop this whole thing. Like I'm gonna be in the room with the niggas.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear.
I know what it sounds like.
Yeah, like are we discovering the wheel? Like why do you think this impresses me?
It speaks to how impressed the kids were by that, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they weren't familiar.
Talent.
Yeah.
It's always in style.
Yeah.
There's never gonna be a time when the talented dude, there's never been a time in hip hop when talent wasn't at the top. I know we focus on the fuckery.
Yeah.
I know this. I get that.
Yeah.
I know attention is the new currency. I get that. I understand it. I don't like it, but I get it.
Yeah.
But please let's not get this fucked up. Amongst the artists, they know who's who.
That's
all
a
the
fact.
creatives, they know who's who. Joe Budden speaks from a very specific point of view because he's a creative, he's an artist. Wolves smell other wolves. The monsters know who the monsters are. A lot of these niggas won't go on after this guy who you think is washed. You're a fan. You think your guy is better. You think this guy is washed. Meanwhile, if I put both of them in the studio together, that nigga you think is washed scares bricks out of the dude who you think is popping in this, that, and the third. Your favorite
It's a fact.
won't get on a 16-bar run with the nigga who you think is corny or irrelevant or all these other little cliche words you throw out to make somebody else feel less than or try to devalue talent that your guy can't catch.
Yeah.
And we all know it. It's not a secret. Everybody knows. You don't know. So when you get in these conversations with people and you say, yo, this dude is the best and he's the GOAT, he's your favorite.
Right. What is your criteria for the best?
Yeah.
The best rapper, best MC, best rap artist. Because I always put those into three different buckets. Like last year, we all know about the beef between Drake, Kendrick. It was great. It was great for commentary. It was great for hip hop.
Entertaining.
I think it set up this year to be as great as it has been for music. That's my opinion.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And then last year, Alex and I, we was going back and forth.
Yeah.
I want to know what's the criteria for you as the best MC current day, not all time?
Criteria is important, right? Best is for me specifically. Best is purely a talent thing.
Got you.
It has nothing to do with sales. It has nothing to do with acclaim. It has nothing to do with recognition. Even best is. It's what Bus chases to this day with his competitive ass nature. A man who's got all the accolades, all the money, all the fame, all the acclaim. I've seen stars fan out when he walks in.
So yeah.
Actors, actress, CEOs, corporate dudes, they fan out when he pulls up. They run up on him. Let's go.
Give me some more.
Yeah, they pull that shit. I've seen people, actors who you know from across the room. You walk in the spot, all of a sudden, you, Buster, here rolling. And it look like we looking around. What the fuck is that?
Who is this nigga?
And you're ready to get pissed, but then you see it's like a famous nigga, and it's like, oh well, okay then, shit. Right?
Facts, yeah.
Bus, with all that happening, he is one of the most competitive niggas I've ever met. He only wants to rap with the best rapper. It's not about who's gonna get him the buzz or who's gonna get him the look or any of that, because he's got the buzz and the look. Who's dope? Who can rhyme?
Yeah, and that's why I don't respect ageism in hip hop. They don't do it in rock. They don't do it in pop.
No,
they
it's
don't
only
do it
us.
They don't do it in any other genre. They're allowed to tour till they're 90-something. Once a rapper turns 30, they start calling him Unc and treating him differently.
Osbourne basically died on stage just now, bro.
Yeah.
James Brown died on a flight heading out to Vegas to do a show on Christmas. Charlie Parker died on his couch writing sheet music. Prince died in an elevator on the way down to the studio. Michael Jackson died getting ready for his final tour. Like, you gotta miss me with, we're the only ones who think somebody is washed, think talent goes the same way as athletic ability after a certain age. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think it's a little more insidious than we think it is. I think it's a little more than just youth deciding that this, and people repeating this is a young man's game and blah 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 blah. Here's the difference. When you, in the industry that we're in, the game is always sold, not told, right? It's always sold to somebody. And the price you pay for what you learn normally is blood, sweat, and tears, frustration, hard times, fuck ups, et cetera, et cetera. You pay through pain, right? Your OG is supposed to help you get past that. They're supposed to give you the game so you don't get in your own way. So you make one less mistake on your way up the ladder. You know what I mean? Don't touch that one. Don't watch your foot. Don't do this. Do this. Do that twice. Don't ever do that. Your OG is supposed to, hey, here's the mistakes I made. Here's what you don't want to do. When we have an industry that actively encourages young up-and-coming artists to regard their OGs as washed, irrelevant, corny, stay away from them, there's no momentum, they ain't got no motion, blah, blah. All the other little cute cliches, what you do is you discourage them from coming around people who could guide them through the bullshit that is coming, because the bullshit is inevitable. And it's not just, that's just corporate culture. That's just corporate game. Like I'm not even getting into culturally how fucked up we are for doing something like that, because now you got a kid 19, 20, 21, 22. He thinks he invented this thing.
Yeah.
And then come to find out it's 30 years old.
It's been done.
It's been done way better than you're doing it. But because you didn't study the masters who came before you, and we're the only genre that does that. If you pick up a guitar, there's not a guitar player in the world who has not heard Hendrix, Clapton, go the Snake from Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses,
There's not they know each other, bro. The drummers. Hey, listen, when I was playing, I know I'm the Foo Fighters now, but when I was playing in this band, listen, I was biting these guys from this disco track. They know, they study.
The homage,
It's beyond homage. You don't even have to respect. You ain't even got to mention it. But even creatively, if you learned what already happened, now you can innovate. You got the basics down. You can push it further, but you want to tell me you're innovating because you came up with something that was already invented.
You said that it was insidious. That was the word that you used that stuck out to me.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's done purposely?
I think if somebody gets hit by a car, the guy who runs out and takes the wallet of the dude who got hit may not have set the car up, but he's definitely taken advantage of the situation. I think it's insidious because people who benefit from our discord, from our being disjointed and not being unified under this umbrella. I think the people who take advantage of it really take advantage of it, and they have absolutely no reason to fix that. They don't have any reason to change anything. The insidious part is the fact that, oh wow, he's sick. He's blind.
Yeah.
I can pick his pocket.
Yeah.
And you won't see it.
Yeah.
There's some medicine that would help him, and there's a guy who's actually willing to help him walk through and be his seeing eyes. Yeah. But he has a problem with that guy, and as long as that maintains, I could walk over to him and go, you don't need that motherfucker.
Right.
You don't need him to see. Fuck that. You can see just fine. Meanwhile, he can't really see shit. You can see just fine. I give you the stick. I give you this dog. You'll be fine. Let me hold this for you real quick. All right, let me put that back in your pocket. I'm in your wallet every other day.
Yeah.
That's the insidious part. It does it like that, and I see that in life. I see that in politics. I see that there's always somebody willing to take advantage of a fucked up situation. We as black people, we as hip hop, we as culture, we are in a fucked up situation. We have been manipulated for the entire run. There's never been a time where somebody else's hands wasn't in our shit.
Which is so confusing to me, like your point about why younger artists feel like they just developed something for the first time. We are finally in a day and age where we can access whatever we want by streaming. If you want to listen to music from the 60s and the business was done by that label, you can go access that music. You want to go to the 70s, you go to the 70s. You want to go to 80s, you go to 80s. You can pick your era because it's what I do and it's what we've had to do to catch up and be knowledgeable about these things. It's so easy to do. Why do you think people don't elect to do it?
Because it's not sexy.
I say that a lot. I say that
learning. It's very lucrative. It's extremely lucrative.
But you gotta make it look
but
lit.
It's not sexy.
I say that all the time.
It's not sexy.
Yeah. Educate me, because when I hear that, I think the younger generation, they don't think that is lucrative, or it can be,
because no one has ever shown lucrative equals sexy.
Okay.
Look, making money is sexy, right? Yeah. Pulling up in a new car is sexy. Yes, pulling up in new clothes is sexy. Pulling up with a new chick, sexy. Big house, sexy. Big chain, sexy. All that shit is sexy. Learning the process to getting to the big house, big car, new chick, new chain, the process to get there is not sexy. It's tedious. It's intricate. It's involved.
That's a good point.
It's slow.
Yeah. I say that all the time about this podcast.
Like, you call this podcast tedious? And
he want to be sexy.
You know what it is? We could easily come on here and just do gender wars, and I could easily come on here and talk about all the things Joe Budden and this and the podcast. You know, like that's the easy route. The easy route is to get on here and turn into some bullshit.
Because attention is the new currency.
Exactly.
Because it's sexy.
You know what? Let's stay right there. Let's start right there. Yep. Let's go back to Southside Jamaica, Queens. We got Nicki Minaj. We got Cardi B. They in the headlines right now. Whew. And I feel like everything that you said, the reason it makes this situation, this conversation an outlier is because these are two talented women. Yeah. These are two gifted women. These are two accomplished women. It's not just, hey, we have to do this to move units. They're going to move units no matter what. They're going to sell out tours no matter what. They got their fan base. They are very established, but it still comes with the bullshit. So now, Alex, this is something we didn't get a chance to talk about it last episode. We did a little bit with Yaz and Eden. Yeah. But the day that we finished recording, They took it to hell. Yeah, they took it to the flow.
See,
they took it to the flow.
They took it right to hell. They was down there.
No, I've seen it.
You seen it?
I've seen it.
Because, I had a theory, Mac, on the last episode that got quickly debunked.
Shoot.
I said, you know what? I think whatever, because you remember Cardi's verse on Young Thug's album, where she was sending shots to other female artists?
On the News. That was the name of the song.
Right.
On the News.
On the News. Thank you. I was like, I think this could be the same catalyst that Like That was on Future's album. Right?
Okay.
Where Kendrick was taking shots, and then we're going to get into this huge rap beef. I say it got debunked because as soon as we left the studio, took it right to hell. JT dropped the diss track. How do you feel about all of this?
That's cold.
Like that.
That's cold. It's cold.
I first of all, I don't like being in women's business.
Yeah,
Respect.
But they giving it to us.
But this is not. No.
Yeah,
This is not women's business. This is hip hop.
right.
And I like watching the music.
Same.
What disappoints me is there's a lot of talking and not so much music. The difference between Kendrick and Drake is there weren't a bunch of long Twitter speeches and Instagram posts. The Instagram post was to let you know the song was out. If this was translating into music, I'd have a different conversation, and I'd be right there keeping score. And well, she got you on that. Oh shit, she got you on that.
Yeah,
I'm always good for a good competitive, whatever it's gonna be.
Right.
When Pusha went at Wayne, he didn't. There was not a lot of. But it was music. As long as we get the music, I'm not anti any artist doing anything. With that said, it feels like most of the entertainment in this has nothing to do with music. What I hear people talking about are the things that are being written on Twitter, not the songs that are being recorded in the studio.
Yeah.
Right. And that's where you lose me specifically. I'm not interested in y'all. If you're gonna fight, go fight.
Yeah.
Like if you want to scrap, go scrap. Somebody needs an intervention, get somebody an intervention. Like this is literally one of them is pregnant. Like this whole thing is just kind of
a lot.
It's a little gross. It's a little gross. One of them's like actively pregnant, and we're talking about two. And I don't want to get into anything gender specific because I could sit here and say, well, we're talking about two grown women who are mothers, but then we watch the beef we just had, and we're talking about two grown men who are fathers. Right. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, art is art.
Yeah,
rappers are rappers, MCs are MCs, music is music. So I'm not going to start splitting hairs there. However, I will say my disappointment is the fact that we getting a lot of talking and not a lot of music. Where's the records?
Do you think we could see an actual juggernaut exchange between the two of them?
I hope so.
Okay.
It feels as if right now they feel more comfortable talking than rapping. Like, I feel like if there was a diss track or diss tracks, we would have started seeing them by now. However, Nicki's album coming out, it would be great for her to ramp up more attention with diss tracks. That's a corporate thing to do.
Right.
And then you leave Cardi to respond, seeing as how her album's already out.
Right.
Now she's responding with extra records that, I guess she can put them on her album if she wants to or not. Like at this point, the albums are almost irrelevant. It's more about, since we're only talking about the beef and not either one of their albums per se.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost inevitable, but
do their resumes need it?
Say it again.
Do they need it for their resumes, their rap resumes, in terms of being battle tested?
Couldn't hurt.
Okay.
Couldn't hurt, but they they're under a different criteria. It's almost not about who's the better MC. You know what I mean? Which becomes a thing. It happens with when the dudes are clashing too. Like it stops being about who raps better and becomes more about who's more of a man or who's a better man or who's a stronger man, as opposed to, nigga, I'm nice and you can't fuck with me on any level musically, so how about we hang this up? Or you leave it over there. I think the reason why Kendrick won, in my opinion he did, is because his argument was more skewed towards that. Like, we can get personal, but you can't fuck with me on the bars, and culturally, I'm way more important and way more tuned in than you are. So if that was their angle, that was their, Drake going, I'm culturally, and no, you're not, and blah, 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 going back and forth. So with the ladies, I don't know what angle this battle is, like, what's their version
Objective,
of that. I'm a better woman, I'm a better wife, I'm a better artist, I have more money, I'm curvier, my ass is fatter. Like, I don't know where the women are gonna take it, where not only the women are gonna care, but us as fellas are also gonna care. Like, us as people who are just watching this from an MC point of view, what's the thing we're going to care about?
That's a great point, because JT just put out a diss track, and quite frankly, I don't care. I know she's trying to respond to Cardi B because Cardi B threw shots at her on her album, but I really don't care about this.
Why don't you care?
That's a great question. I think it was the delivery. I don't think there's enough.
There's no storyline.
Right. There's not enough beef between the two of them.
That's
For
why
me.
we don't care.
Yeah, but for Nicki Minaj and Cardi,
y'all knew y'all hated each other.
Yeah,
we didn't.
Right.
And so it's just like when Drake and Kendrick and all these niggas coming out the woodwork, you be like, yo, I didn't even know you ain't fuck with him.
Nah, but we know the Cardi Nicki shit. Remember that motorsport shit?
No, for sure. But I'm saying, as far as like the other players coming out, like I knew ASAP Rocky didn't fuck with Drake. Yeah. So if he did whatever shots happened, I knew it was warranted. With JT and Cardi, it's just like, they just didn't really like each other. Nobody knew, so nobody really cares. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those that there is a storyline aspect to it, and I hate the fact that this is the truth, but it's just like sports. It's all entertainment. Yeah. Right? The NBA is better when there's storylines for me as a fan. I love the sport. I love the essence of it. I love the craft of it. I love to see these guys perform at the highest level. Yeah. But when there is a storyline, when LeBron can go back to Cleveland after he leaves Miami, there's a storyline to that. There's a little bit more. It's like, you know what? I'm invested as a fan, as somebody who's got to watch it. So with Nicki and Cardi, I think there's a storyline behind that, right? Absolutely. With JT coming at Cardi,
that's why I'm anticipating it.
It's like, all right, you have to rap at a phenomenal level for me to give a fuck. Right. You got to reveal something at a crazy level for me to truly be invested now.
To care about her diss.
Exactly. Right. Like, I'm happy that she's doing it.
Kind of like when Push went at Wayne.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. If you didn't know what the issue was, it just looked petty.
Yeah. But see, Mac, that's why I'm anticipating Nicki versus Cardi. Because Cardi is probably rapping the best she's ever rapped before.
Yeah,
and Nicki Minaj is Nicki Minaj.
Cardi's getting written for the best she's ever got.
That's another.
And she's also performing better than she's ever performed before.
Do you think they'll care though? Rap fans. Because
rap fans, no. Hip hop fans, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good point.
What's the difference between the two for those who don't know? Difference between a rap fan and a hip hop fan.
Hip hop heads have a different criteria than rap fans. Rap fans are here for the entertainment value. And the entertainment can come from whatever. I think hip hop fans are here for the talent. The talent is always only coming from where it comes from.
Right. How do you feel about a union of some sort in hip hop?
It depends on what they want to accomplish. I think it's a great idea. I always think our unity is way better than our discord. I think us together, unified, beats any alternative.
Because I feel like
we kind of have one.
Do we?
Shout out to Nas, Paid in Full Foundation.
Okay. He's trying. It's definitely a step in the right direction.
They're giving a lot of legends help, money, like health insurance.
It's definitely a step in the right direction. It's like an early framework for what the thing can become.
I think Steve Stout is an investor in that as well.
Yeah,
like every year someone gets an absorbent amount of money who is a legend.
Well, when I hear Mecca talk and I think about what a union could be, I also think because I think gatekeeper is a strong term. Right. So I don't think we need gatekeepers, but I think we do need a unified voice.
I vehemently disagree.
Really? Speak to me.
Like as hard as I can.
Talk to me.
Absolutely disagree. Gatekeepers have gotten a bad reputation. And I think what people perceive a gatekeeper to be is not accurate.
Okay. Let me tell you what I perceive a gatekeeper to be.
Run it.
I think a lot of folks in radio are gatekeepers.
Okay.
Right? I'm not going to say any names.
You're telling me the job. I still need the description of what it is.
Somebody who will not allow others to pass through a gate because they are intimidated or fearful of losing their position.
That's not a gatekeeper.
Okay.
That's a hater.
I think it's synonymous.
No,
I think a lot of gatekeepers are haters, which is why we create these thoughts.
Then they stop being gatekeepers. They stop being gatekeepers at their point, and they begin to be something else.
Gotcha.
Okay, if I put on a badge and I have a gun and I'm out patrolling the streets, what am I?
Probably a policeman.
Right. Now, if I start locking people up because they pissed me off and didn't actually break a law and I start harassing the citizens, what am I now?
Vigilante.
Bitch ass nigga.
I'm a tyrant. Okay. You see how fast the definition changed? I'm still wearing the same uniform, but my actions and my intentions make this a completely different thing.
Right.
I'm no longer protecting and serving.
But you're still a police officer.
I'm a bad police officer. I'm no longer acting in my policeman
That's
capacity.
subjective, but you're
No,
still...
it's not. No,
is.
it's objective as shit. I'm wearing a uniform.
Yeah.
I have these powers, but I am going against my oath.
Mm-hmm.
I am no longer operating in the capacity of a policeman.
But when
I am now being a tyrant.
When the civilian on the street just sees you sitting there, not knowing any of that context, they look at you and say, "This is a policeman."
At that moment,
right?
you're just a dude in a uniform.
Okay.
But as we go along, the distinction becomes clear due to your actions and your intent.
Right.
That's what separates a hater from a gatekeeper.
Okay.
And a hater doesn't have to be a gatekeeper. A hater can be anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
A hater can be a nigga who doesn't have a gate, but he starts hating on you for those exact same reasons. Jealous, and that's the intent. What did you say? Jealousy?
Yep.
And and intimidation?
Yep. Somebody fearful of losing their position.
That equals a hater in any job.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even have to have a gate. A gatekeeper, very specifically, has no intimidation, is not hating, is not jealous. It's a quality control thing.
Right.
That's a gatekeeper. You can't come through here because you're not good enough yet.
Mm-hmm.
You can get good enough. When you get good enough, come back here, and you'll be welcomed in.
And we'll allow it.
My job at the Source, when I was running the music department and we're handing out mics, I was gatekeeping. You're not good enough yet. Unsigned hype. No, you can't come in here. And you think I'm jealous or intimidated? No, nigga, this isn't good enough.
Yeah.
The bar is this high. I don't lower it because you want to play too. That's called the participation trophy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't give away participation trophies in hip hop. We were never supposed to. A gatekeeper's job is to make sure that your trophy is a real one.
So who is a gatekeeper? Who's an example of a gatekeeper
Clark Kent.
for you today? Rest in peace, Clark Kent.
Rest in peace to the God Clark Kent.
Rest in peace.
One of the best gatekeepers that we had.
Mm-hmm.
He was all about dope shit to the point where he didn't mention nothing whack. He didn't talk about the whack shit. All he ever talked about
the hot shit
was when niggas was doing dope shit. And I don't care who he talked about or what the situation was or what the circumstance was. Everything Clark Kent mentioned was somebody doing something dope.
Yeah.
And who was better than who, and he's still dope, but he's dope on you than this, but you're dope on him than that. That's gatekeeping at its finest. Most of the A&Rs we had back in the day, the radio station people we had back, I come from a different era. I remember where studios didn't let everybody in.
Remember that?
You couldn't come in.
Everybody there now.
As soon as you pulled up, the first thing was play me your shit. If it was whack, you couldn't come in. Let me hear you rhyme. If you could not rhyme, they did not take your money. Fuck that. We're not letting anybody whack record here. You're trash. We're not doing that. And then after a while, people who were trash paid their way in because money became more important than integrity.
Right.
When you lose integrity, that's when you lose what a real gatekeeper is supposed to be. I understand that it's gotten a really bad reputation because there are a lot of people in positions, and calling someone a hater is a great way to disarm a legitimate argument they may have with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If I say you're trash and you say I'm hating,
which is why, to speak to your point on integrity, I feel like a union of people that come from the cloth of a Mecca, right? People who have been through it, who have seen through it, who have the credentials to say, hey, this makes sense. Let's let them through. I think a gatekeeper, the reason I have an issue with it is because it focuses on a singular person. Right? A gatekeeper, that is one singular person. A union is a collective of people who are like-minded, who have the same intention of saying, hey, we all think this is great.
But even gatekeepers could have their own circle.
Well,
right?
And
again,
again,
more than one gatekeeper.
If you got multiple gatekeepers, then it's not a gatekeeper. Right?
Yeah,
if it becomes a union, it becomes a collective.
The problem,
and that's where I'm more speaking to instead of moving it or focusing on one singular person.
I get you, but the problem is the negative aspect will still come in from the exact same angle. In other words, the second that collective tells somebody no for whatever reason, and that person that they tell no goes, oh, you're hating, you're jealous, and you're intimidated. Now we right back to where we started.
Well, that comes with whatever.
Exactly.
But I think it creates a little bit more parity. If there's if I got 12 Meccas, right? Yeah. Compared to one Funk Master Flex. Okay. All right. Well, and not to just single him out, but the one compared to the 12, I'm gonna feel a lot more justified in being turned away at the door if I know it's a collective.
But that's you specifically. Okay. What I'm telling you is somebody who's kept his gate for quite some time. Yeah. If there were 5 of me or 1 of me, it's still me. Mm-hmm. Right. The integrity is what's in question here.
I don't care if it's 100 of y'all.
It could be still not me. You can have 1 million Funk Master Flexes. If they all have integrity, you only need 1.
Yeah, that's the difference.
You only need 1. Mm-hmm. If the guy has integrity, you only need 1 of them. It doesn't have to be a group.
How do we insert that system into our culture, in the hip hop, in our music, in our space? Because I do feel like there needs to be some type of guardrails. Like, that's one of my favorite things. I've been going through some shit with my sister. I love my sister. You my baby girl. But I've been going through this thing with my sister, right? But I ain't gonna lie. We haven't really been seeing
here come this slander. Right? There you go. I love you, girl. But
leave it love.
That's my nigga. I love you. But there's something where it's like, hey, look, if I can't tell you no, right, then who the fuck is going to tell you no? There needs to be some type of guardrails. We've all worked in corporate America. You have these guardrail meetings with the lawyers, with all of the teams. And so we know what that is. Guardrails are meant to keep things in a certain boundary. How do we implement something like that in our space to where we have guardrails around who is in these certain positions from an artist standpoint, from an A&R standpoint, from a management standpoint, based on what it is that you've been through in this space?
Well, you'd have to set up checks and balances.
Yes.
Right? What you described just now was all based in law. Lawyers came in, and lawyers, it's not personal when it's the law. Right. Hey, listen, maybe it could go this way or that way, but the law says this. Right. The law is carved in stone. There's no way around what the law is. The problem with hip hop is, problem with culture is, well, A, there's no law, and B, when we do establish any kind of foundation or criteria, we try to set something in stone, there's always one person who comes around and go, nah, fuck that. Like, why I gotta be like that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's always somebody who's pissed off because they can't play at that level. At every stage of the game, last 10, 12 years, I've watched somebody go, bars ain't even that important. And it always comes from somebody who doesn't have any. It always comes from somebody who can't do it. Y'all out there rapping in ciphers and shit. Don't nobody do that corny shit. That's because you can't. You're shitting on it because it's beyond your ability to do. So you need to bring the bar down so now it's an even playing field for you, because you can't stand that somebody is up here doing this shit, and because you've been rocking participation trophies your whole life, everybody gets one as far as you're concerned. Yeah. Welcome to modern politics. Like, we can spin this however you want. Mm-hmm. Intelligent people have to dumb down because stupid people are being offended by them. Yeah. You have that in every and it only takes one person to go, no, fuck, bro. I remember quick source story, and I'm not going to get super deep into it, but I remember trying to organize a group of people, right, to get a couple of things together. It never made it out of the room. And I'll tell you why. Because while I was in the middle of saying what I was saying, and right when I got to the end of it, one person pointed at me and go, well, who you? Damn. Who you supposed to be? Why we need to listen to you? Who you? Who you? Why not me? Why I gotta listen to you? Who you? There's always that one nigga. Always. And it doesn't matter what the rule. We didn't even have the law established yet. We didn't even write anything down. There's one nigga in the room going, well, who you? For whatever reason. Yeah. Jealousy, intimidation, reverse hating. Because what I had in mind would have benefited everybody. Exactly. Yeah, but the fact that he couldn't see past
himself or the situation or what benefited him.
Which is where you get people who tear down the gatekeepers. Yeah. Because now you have somebody who won't benefit from this structure. Okay. They can't talk their way around someone's integrity. A dude like Clark Kent going, that's whack.
Can you give me a gatekeeper that's under the age of 40 and under? And the reason I ask that is because, again, DJ Clark Kent,
Yeah.
Amazing. He's one of the pillars of this space. I think I always talk about it on this podcast. Like when he passed away, my stepfather used to work with Clark Kent very, very, very closely. He had a group of super producers. My stepdad was one of them. So he got to tell me the stories. Even with Busta Rhymes, my steppops, he tell me all the time about how he had a session with Bus. And they were smoking spliffs. It was a great time, right? So I come from that affiliation in that way. So I understand the importance of these figures. But not even to make it a young man's game, just making the evolution, right? The space, we need to pass down these titles and these knowledge and, the importance. Because
the ability to do that is going to come with a crowd that's ready to receive those mantles.
Okay.
And I think you have a lot of grown people 40 and up who are not sure who's going to take that on.
Right. And that's where I'm speaking to. We need the structure of we know who is doing what, who is in charge.
I agree.
You get what I'm saying?
That's you really... You haven't heard me disagree with what
you're not
you
wrong.
I've never said
how
you're
do we
wrong.
get there? Yeah.
What I'm pointing out is what he's saying. What I'm pointing out is
how do we get there?
Two sides have to be willing to come to the table and have the discussion. You, as a younger person, have to understand that what you're inheriting is bigger than yourself. Right? The person who's giving this thing to you or passing this knowledge down to you or trusting you with this thing is really trusting you with this thing. And you can't bend, you can't break, you can't fold, you can't be wishy-washy, you can't be iffy, and it ain't easy. It's not always sexy. You don't get all the flowers, and when attention is the new currency, doing the unsexy job doesn't get you any of that.
Right.
It's the thing they don't make trophies for. Yeah. You guys asked me to come in here and sit and chop it up.
Yes, I did. Yes,
I'm not a multi-millionaire off the strength of my accolades and my acclaim and my integrity. You dig what I mean?
Right.
But my name is in every room, and no one's ever said anything fucked up about it.
Right. Not once.
And whenever my name has been challenged, the person who made the challenge is telling on themselves. Everybody kind of looked at them like, well, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, he don't
you got
rock
a problem
like
with
that.
him. If you got a problem with him, it's you.
He don't rock like that.
Right.
But that took me years of being the same way every time. Now, I have in order for me to trust someone with the gate that I hold, which ain't that big, I just speak on the shit that I see, and I tell you what I think about it, and I give you a reason why. I don't shit on anything just because. I've never walked around, hear some music playing, walked in and go, "That shit's trash." I don't. You know what I mean? No. If anything, you'll see me walk up and go, "Yo, who made this? This is fire.
Right.
This is fire. Yo, is it? Oh shit, that's fire. I own Sway."
Shout to Sway.
He worked closely with Sway. Alex.
Facts.
One of my OGs in this thing.
Facts.
If I could pick
solid
a career, if I could pick somebody to say, "Hey, he's the next guy," it would be from Sway.
Solid.
Right? Sway, you've never heard him call something whack.
Ever.
Find me the clip where Sway said that was whack.
He just gonna ask Kanye how to do it. That's it.
When I asked him about it, because I stepped to him, was like, "Yo, why you know?" He was like, "Well, I'd rather tell you that it's not for me.
Right.
I'd rather tell you that it's not for me. I'd rather spend time bigging up the dope shit." And that's not sexy. That's not what gets you attention. Attention is tearing something down. If two people are fighting in the middle of Times Square, everybody pulls their phones out. Two people hugging in the middle of Times Square, nobody stops.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody cares. Nobody even fucking sees it. But niggas rocking and rolling in the middle of Times Square, every fucking phone comes out. You telling that story for the rest of the week. You showing people and shit's on Facebook.
I was there.
X is on Instagram. Shit makes it the gossip. If either one of them got some kind of name, the shit is up.
Yeah.
Negative is sexy.
Right.
People want to see the fucked up shit. So when we doing the right thing behind the scenes, when Sway is running around telling you all the shit that he loves, when Mecca is outside telling you that's dope, he's dope,
it's not
he's
sexy.
Dope. When I start naming MC, Sha Summers is dope, Akeem Ali is dope, Amir Ali is dope, Saba the Goddess is dope, Ben Kenobi is dope, this nigga's dope, this nigga's dope, fucking Coast Conjure is dope. When I start doing shit like that, only those MCs are like, "Yo, thank you so much." But all the people who run around telling me music is trash, music is trash, music is trash, completely ignored the list that I just gave niggas.
You keep repeating it's not sexy. I love that. I've been repeating in this podcast that you have to make it cool enough for the kids. They have to view it as something that's sexy or something that's cool. If you don't do that, they're never going to digest it the way we do.
Okay, well let me help them out. Let me help the kids out. Where's the camera? Right here?
You right there.
There's not much cooler than me. Okay? There's not much cooler than me. I go everywhere. I kick it with everyone. Spin through my page, see who I'm shouting out for their birthdays. I'm cool with the whole planet. And I gotta tell you, there's something about a stress-free life. Knowing that you're welcomed in every space.
Man.
Knowing that you walk in those rooms with integrity, with patience, with an outstretched hand, with some knowledge behind you and a lot of experience. There's not much cooler than that. You can you can do it your way, and I'm not telling anybody how to be, but you've never seen me in a space where I wasn't welcome. You've never seen me dap somebody who was pissed off at me without them telling on themselves. I've never talked shit behind somebody's back that I didn't say to their face.
Facts.
There's not much cooler than how it is right now. And when we start talking about criteria, when we start talking about gatekeeping, when we start talking about passing this down, I'm gonna do it until, right? I'm gonna be a Charlie Parker. I'm not looking to cash out because I'm not on that kind of time. Yeah. I love my culture. I love what I'm doing here. I would love to find somebody and be like, here, and I'll do it with you. I won't even, you do it, you go. I'll do it with you. I'm rocking and rolling. My mind is sharp as shit. I'm here for it. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm smart as fuck.
We know.
Trust me.
I'm about to go to your class. Where your class at? When it start?
He does a consultation. Yeah. Trust me, we super talented.
I can get you out your own way, but I would love for us to, but it depends on what their intentions are. And when most people want fame over integrity, when you can buy someone's integrity with attention, that person can't be trusted to hold a gate. It's more about, when you're not about the work being done and you're more about showing off who you are and you want the big. When the writers became more famous than their subjects, when they were more concerned about their brands than getting the story told, we were in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were in trouble. When everybody who was in the background attached the word celebrity to what they did, and now they're in the forefront, we're in trouble. It's a problem.
That's what it is now.
Celebrity chef, celebrity publicist,
words
celebrity manager,
things.
celebrity
Words mean things,
bro.
It does.
You're now more important than the work you're doing. Your brand becomes more important than your work you're doing.
Which actually is a conversation I wanted to have with you, which is the current state of hip hop journalism.
Yeah.
Right? As somebody who's been doing hip hop journalism in a real way,
and a part of one of the biggest magazines ever,
for sure,
at the Source. Yeah.
Today, we have all of these power rankings and these annual list of, Complex. They do a really great job of highlighting the people who they believe is to be, the culture, the voices of the space during that time. I wanted to talk to you because Elliott Wilson, he's very vocal about hip hop journalism. He's very vocal about, what it is, what it isn't. I think, streaming kind of really skewed the landscape to where a lot of the streamers get these big artists. We see Kai Cenat, and I was even kind of wary of it because I'm not really tapped into those guys, right?
Okay.
Shout out to Pierre. Pierre, somewhere, wherever you are. Those are his guys. Pierre. Alex is tapped in with the streamers. For me, I'm like, if I see you sit down with Kai Cenat, like, shout out to Kai, but he's not a journalist. He's not a hip hop. That's just my opinion. I don't believe it. I don't give a fuck.
He's a personality.
He's an entertainer. He's great.
Yeah.
But there was some confusion at a certain point. And again, Elliott Wilson, he's been somebody who's been super vocal about it. And you being in that same class, I want to give you that same respect.
Absolutely.
As a hip hop journalist. Like, how do you feel about the current state of hip hop journalism and even the Complex Power Rankings list? And if you need any type of names on that list, I got it up here for you.
Because you sort of had to rank people with the mics as well, right?
Yeah, always. I mean, well, that's a kind of ranking, but we weren't ranking them in general. We were rating this project from this person.
Right.
This guy could be a complete unknown, but if the album is 4 mics, if the album is 4.5 mics, if the album is 5 mics, the album is 5 mics. if when I started having issues at the sources, it was around the time when someone wanted to tell me that because nobody knew who this guy was, he couldn't get these mics. Okay, well, we have a problem.
We have a big problem.
We
have that means
I need you to go sit down somewhere. Like, I need you to stay out of grown folks' business
and go get researched.
Yeah, like I'm not listening to you at all. And we're talking about like upper management. Mm-hmm. People get the game fucked up. People get the game fucked up. With that said, who's making this list? What criteria? What's their qualifications? Who, in the most genuine way possible, with all love, who you?
Word.
That's my turn to say it. Well, who you?
Yeah, who you?
And what did you decide this on? Because they give you the list, but they never give you the criteria. They never tell you what they're judging on.
Ever.
Are we talking about sales? Are we talking about skills? Are we talking about showmanship? Are we talking about their ability to dress? Are we talking about the size of their marketing budget? What the greatest or the best? Two totally separate lists. The greatest has to do with accolades. The best has to do with talent. Yeah. What are we talking? Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback because of how many rings he has. Is he the best quarterback of all time, or could Aaron Rodgers like really fuck him up? In a duel?
I can't let you do that on the pod. I'm a Brady guy.
I'm asking a question.
Brady's my guy.
That's a good question.
He's the greatest. That was a great
question, Mac.
Nah, he the greatest.
Good question, Mac. Ask it again. Ask it again, Mac. I love that question.
Shout out to Eli Manning. But anyway, silly. But you get my point.
I love your point.
This has nothing to do with nothing. But some of these people who make this list, one of the problems is, what are we basing this on?
Well, how do you feel about hip hop journalism today?
I think it's in a troubled state because a lot of niggas don't read.
That's number one.
We're in a bad place because people don't read anything that doesn't show up on IG or show up in a clip or show up under 140 characters or show up in a vlog. Yeah. People are not reading and digesting. People are reading to react. They're not reading to like understand and get a feeling behind it. So the audience is different. The journalist can only do what the journalist can do. You're telling the story, okay, cool, but bro, they got AI trying to do these stories now because they don't give a fuck about the audience. Yeah. It's cheaper to just let AI write the piece and call it a day. And you motherfuckers aren't going to read it. So now what happens? Now, don't get me wrong. Shout out Mr. Mecca on Substack. Pull up to Substack. There are pockets of people who are reading.
Yeah.
I transitioned over to Mechanism Monday. I do that. I drop that every Monday, free advice for artists. Every Monday I put it out because I understand that writing it down is not going to necessarily hit the audience that I need to see this. The active artists, a lot of them aren't reading. If they read, their contracts wouldn't be so fucked up.
Oh shit.
If they read, their agreements wouldn't be so fucked up. If there was danger and concern of them reading, people wouldn't attempt to put the shit in the contracts that they do. If they were under the impression that if I hand him this paper,
he's gonna
read it. Oh shit! Wait! Give me that back! Give me that back!
Let me take perpetuity out of here.
Let me fix this real quick. No. This is the wrong version. This is the wrong version.
Yeah, I ain't mean that one.
You hand some young nigga a contract. This nigga sit up straight, put his glasses on, and be like, okay, let's see what we got here.
No, I love this because where information comes from is very important for me. It's a reason why I don't give a fuck about what Pitchfork graded an album. I could care less about what Anthony Fontano has graded an album because I gotta respect your hip hop background.
Yo,
I'm being frank.
You always got beef with that nigga.
Salute to him or whatever he do.
No, you don't want to salute him.
That is not a salute to him.
Every time you come on a pod, you always talking about Anthony Fontano.
I said Pitchfork. You ain't a Pitchfork one, did you?
He was top 10 in the power rankings.
That's the thing. I don't care. Like those lists don't move me.
Okay.
Because if you got him in that top 10, we come from different walks.
You might be telling on yourself. Is what he's saying.
Thank you.
You might be telling on yourself.
Thank you. I don't care if it's 50 of y'all. Y'all all telling on yourself.
The person who talks bad about me, he might be telling on himself. The person who thinks that this guy is great, he might be telling on yourself. For those of us who know, I have this phrase. I have this phrase called the initiated. I also have this phrase called a qualified opinion.
Love that.
Two different things.
Love that.
And father figure.
I can't forget that one.
That's a T-shirt. But
I love those.
When I was on my expert opinion for one of the first episodes, it was me, I was a guest. I wasn't even a co-host, but it was me and Arsonist going back and forth. Shout out to Arsonist.
Shout out to Ars.
Amazing dude.
Yep.
Stands 10 toes.
Mm-hmm.
One of the more talented, underrated producers in hip hop. I just want to put that out there before I go any further. Me and Ars argue all the time because he's a curmudgeon. He's just a cantankerous dude. Like he's just a cantankerous. But he knows his shit. Yeah. Which is why we debate and so much.
You respect it.
I have
so you want to keep going back and forth.
I have the utmost respect for Arsonist. I ran to him to go get a beat. I have an Arsonist beat because I respect his work, and I debate and talk to him and get him on the phone and shoot text messages to him because I respect his mind. Right. So he and I talk all the time, whenever we feel like it. Not all the time. Niggas is busy, but we chop it up. When I first sat on my expert opinion with him and we were talking back and forth, I told him I have a qualified opinion. I don't have a fan's opinion. And then no disrespect to a fan. Great to be a fan. No disrespect to any of that other shit. My opinion is qualified. My opinion comes with over 10,000 hours, over 10 years, almost 20 of what I've been doing for a living, not off to the sideline, not throwing shots from the stands, not throwing shots from the 6 man on the bench. No. With all due respect, you have no idea what it is to be number one. You talk from the. I'm not one of those. I'm not an anonymous Twitter voice. When I say something, niggas go, he said it. Mec said it, and I gotta stand next to the thing I said. And if it wasn't right, I gotta apologize. And if it is right, I gotta stand on it. Yeah. I don't get the luxury of being anonymous. When I say something, I have a qualified opinion. It's not the same as a casual opinion. And I think the problem is we're all on the same social media. We're all in the same classroom. We're all on the same bus. Yes. And they let some of these slow motherfuckers
in the class.
Like some of these special ed niggas are really running around.
But they're trying to convince us that they need to be in our class. Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. No. Y'all don't have to convince me. I know who's supposed to be in the class, and I know who's not.
Zane Lowe?
Salute to Zane Lowe.
Yo, Alex got beef.
I got no beef.
I was just talking about their names.
I can just identify with who has a great corporate job, right? Who probably knows a person or two, who might like something but hasn't really done the deep dive and now has a job. That doesn't mean I got to listen to them. Yeah, I got a homie right now trying to convince me. Pitchfork said this album is. I don't give a fuck what Pitchfork said.
That's your source, bro. Like is that the only source?
I'm like, bro, I could care less what Pitchfork has to say about this rap album.
Rolling Stone said Taylor Swift was 10 out of 10. I didn't hear the showgirl vibe, but I'm just saying.
What did shout out to Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace to the great. What did he say? You got to let the goofies be on goofy time.
That's it. And stay out of it.
That's why I run around telling everybody what I think is dope.
Yes. Love
Go
that.
check the last Mechanism Monday I did, the one I just posted.
Right now.
I gave a list of people who I think are dope, and I do that all the time. The beginning of my expert opinion, if you go back and watch the episode, when I would get introduced, Mr. Mec, what up? What up, bro? Shout out to, and then hey, Villain Park, y'all are dope. Saba the Goddess, y'all are dope. Coast Contra, the beginning of every episode. And when they tried to get me to say who I thought was whack, even journalists, we had a conversation. They were like, well, who's doing it bad, Mac? Who's not writing good? I don't know those motherfuckers, man.
I don't even see them. They're not even like in my peripheral.
They're not even.
All right, like
when I know they're trash, I'm not looking up their bylines to go see what they wrote.
For nothing.
I go check the motherfuckers who are dope. And they were like, well, who's dope? Oh, Kathy Underly, Will Ketchum, PZ. I start rattling Jerry Barrow, Chuck Creekmore, Daytwan Tom. I start rattling off names. I'm more focused. My contribution to this thing.
Yes.
What I'm trying to do is push the dope shit to the front like Clark Kent did. I'm trying to do it like the homie. Like Sway does. I'm trying to do it like the homie. My OG showed me the way. Bus, super competitive. Don't never let your pen rest. Don't come outside for second place, my nigga. Get it popping.
Correct.
Let these niggas know, okay, Bus got you. Like my OGs, Q-Tip, make sure it sounds the way you need it to sound. Pop. Like that's his shit.
Yes.
Yo, nigga, push. I'm not running around repeating the trash shit or telling you what I think is whack or telling you this album's bad, that album's bad, no, nigga. His album's dope. Did you listen to this? Freddie Gibbs and what's name just did something like
they'll say there's no good rap left, but
who
won't
are you
do
listening
but
to?
won't do the research on all the new music that comes out every Friday. What do I do every Friday? I'm making my case to showcase what's new, hip hop, R&B, so I can actually be abreast to what's going on in our culture, as opposed to just taking talking points and repeating them. It's like, fam, we have to do the work ourselves for people to come up. Like, if we're not doing it ourselves, then who the fuck else is gonna highlight this shit?
And that's called gatekeeping when it's done the right way. You see what I'm saying? Just that fast. He took on the mantle. Anybody who comes to him, his gate is there's dope shit behind me. You don't get past this gate if you're trash.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck if it's new. Please stop. For you guys in the comments, please stop coming to me talking about, yo, this is the new shit. You got to give it. Garbage still stinks no matter how fresh it is.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna say that again.
It get worse, right?
I'm gonna say that again. Garbage still stinks no matter how fresh it is. Stop telling me something is dope just because it's new. Trash is new every day.
But you gotta know what's trash. Like, it's like when you see a lineup of restaurants on the street, you gotta know, hey man, that one ain't really fucking with that shit.
And you'll know by trying it out, right?
No. Sometimes it's word of mouth. Sometimes
that's not good enough for me.
Homie is
That's
just
not,
like, yo, bro.
That's not good enough.
I promise you,
that's not good enough for me.
This burger to the left, that restaurant over on the left is so much better to the right, bro. Don't even go there.
Now what's
okay? Well, now we're talking about which has the better burger, but that doesn't mean the other burger was bad.
Right.
The way you even just said it,
Yeah.
this burger to the left so much better than that one to the right. But the one to the right is pretty good.
And I got to experience it for myself.
What if it's not pretty good?
But I got to experience it myself.
Well, then we only want to talk about the one, bro, don't go to that one.
But you still got to acknowledge the bullshit.
You got to acknowledge it.
And we can't live in a space where we're not acknowledging, like, that shit sucks.
No. Okay.
You don't got to broadcast it, but we got to be able to be like, hey, yo, man, that shit is ass.
SaVon,
Go work
my
on it.
homie might be dumb.
Do you think, having met me, do you think I have a problem saying that something's trash?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't. I don't. I don't. No. I don't.
And it looks like you don't allow for other people to sway you. So back to SaVon's point, if my boy tell me the burger is garbage, okay, salute. Maybe your taste buds is over something. I'll try this out with my own. See what this food is like. And as soon as I do, okay.
It just has to be a balance. And I had asked Mecca actually off camera, how does he balance his life in a way that he does? But speaking to, before we even get into Mecca, like, there has to be a balance of, if you can big up all that's great, you got to be able to acknowledge and publicly say, hey, this ain't really it. Now, I think it's about delivery. I think maybe the conversation may be about delivery, because a Sway, it's no way that Sway has been on the air and has been great as he has for so long, and he's never said, you know what, I ain't really fucking with that. You said his way of saying it is, it's not for me. Right? It's not for me. That is a perfectly politically correct to say, hey, I'm not really feeling this. But it's also important that Sway has some type of way of saying, yo, this shit is not really it. Now, we go to somebody like Joe Budden, who we know he will sit there and say, your shit is a 2-pack of ass. Right now, it's a different delivery, but it's a similar messaging. Like, we have to be able to acknowledge both. Is all I'm saying.
No,
like, I appreciate what you're saying, but you got to be able to say, yo, this shit is ass, bro. I'm not doing it.
There's always someone to do that job. I don't think there's enough people doing my job.
Okay.
We have a world, again, the negative gets all the attention. So, of course, there are people who are dying to be negative. They can't wait to tell you that something is bad.
Because it don't got to be negative. Just saying, yo, this shit is not bad.
I'm being very clear.
Okay.
There's always somebody who's chomping at the bit to be negative.
Got it.
Even if they have to be dishonest to do it. Even if they honestly get an opportunity to honestly tell you that something is honestly bad, they can't wait. They couldn't wait to do that honest thing and tell you that this, like, they couldn't wait. It was It's terrible. They couldn't fucking wait. Our world, this world, is not. We have no shortage of people who are willing to tell you that something is bad, or the day is bad, or shit's terrible, or shit is nasty, or this burger sucks, or that album's ass, and he can't rap, and she can't sing, and he can't dance. There's plenty of that. There's plenty. The world doesn't need another one of those, right?
Got it.
I'm used to people complaining about my culture. I'm used to people complaining about the music that comes from my culture. So what I do, what I've taken it upon myself to do, surround myself with the dope shit. He can dance. She can sing. He can rap. This album's great. Go look at the shit that I repost on Instagram. It's all dope shit. Mm-hmm. I don't have to be able to tell somebody that the shit is ass. And quite honestly, the circle that I've been able to cultivate around myself, we all know what's good and what's bad. Mm. We don't have to smell it to tell you it's. We know. Niggas know.
Okay.
We know that guy can't rap.
All right, I got a question for you real quick before we get into how you balance everything, because I think what you said is very interesting. I think you have a very specific criteria to what is good, what is not good. But now we get into, so over the last few weeks, I don't know about y'all social media, I have been seeing these reactions and people at the NBA YoungBoy concert.
Man.
Right? It's impact, it's impactful, it's culture, there's talent there.
Yeah.
When you see something like that coming from the cloth that you come from, how do you gauge that? Because it's not traditional rap. I don't know if NBA YoungBoy could sit next to, well, I do know actually. He can't sit next to a Jadakiss and do a cypher. He just can't. But his impact and his music and the way that he makes people feel qualifies him for a similar conversation. So how do you and your circle feel when y'all see an NBA YoungBoy and it's like, oh, this nigga, he's doing something. It may not be what Busta Rhymes is doing. It may not be what, Jadakiss and Fabulous is doing, but it is something. Like, how do you gauge that? Yeah, yeah, but
it ain't a toughie.
I want to hear this.
It ain't a toughie.
Because I'm here for it.
It ain't a toughie.
It's not for me.
There you go. I told you, hey, SaVon, it's not a toughie. It's real quick. Hey, NBA YoungBoy is good at what he does.
For who he's doing it for.
Boom.
And
it's very simple.
And I'm super happy that his fans enjoy what he's doing. However, I wouldn't be honest if I didn't say that what entertains people nowadays is kind of sub. Like the level, the bar for what entertains us has done this. We're not necessarily entertained by talent as much as we entertained by somebody who gives us a feeling. Right. NBA YoungBoy has been able to cultivate a feeling with his music.
Yes.
And this crowd, young crowd, a lot of energy, not a lot of thinking. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather feel than think, and that's not an insult. No, that's not an insult.
That's what he's good at.
They'd rather feel than think. They'll tell you what they feel. But I talk to people in that age range every day. I hear shit like, well, some of these niggas got too many words.
Then you know where to categorize them.
I hear shit like, right? Well, I don't really like thinking and all that shit with my music. This music. I had somebody tell me that the Kendrick halftime show wasn't good because he's trying to make niggas think. I was like, wow.
I now know where to put you.
Man.
That's it. Okay. And I can't drag you out of that.
Nor can I conflate you with the other stuff.
With the other shit. That's something you have to grow into and mature into a different. Listen. When I was in my teens, I remember when R&B was the enemy. It was hip hop versus R&B. I remember there were rappers who were anti-R&B.
Shit, Irv didn't want Ja Rule doing that stuff.
Constantly. No, it was a thing. Yeah. It was really a thing. Rapping alongside R&B, unless your name was Heavy D, like niggas considered you a sellout in a lot of ways. There were a lot of people who came from, and this is on the tail end of that era was kind of where my era started. But I had older brothers, so I used to hear R&B rapping bullshit like that.
That's crazy.
Rapping bullshit like they were mad at R&B. It wasn't a thing. It was like, fuck out of here. We hip hop all day, every day. That's all we do.
That's crazy.
That's why a song comes out like Gangsta Bitch by Apache, and it's all smooth and mellow, and now you got something that you can play with a chick,
Bitch.
but it's not R&B though. They were anti, and that's why Jodeci was such a big deal, because these niggas look like rappers.
Yeah, they fused it
But
together.
they're singing their asses off, and then they sing for other rappers, and then all of a sudden, Uptown, Puffy, had the impact that they had because this was one of the first places to merge those worlds. Hip hop and R&B, like hip hop soul, became a thing. Heavy D, Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, Father MC. We now have a whole thing happening here, and it became a big deal because of that. Now, grown ass man, 90s R&B comes on. I stopped everything I'm doing.
Shame.
That mint condition come on.
Nigga,
going crazy on that mint condition.
Nigga, let Can We Talk come on right now in here.
Man, so we ending this shit.
I kick everything over in this motherfucker and start singing that shit to the top of my fucking lungs.
Fuck you mean?
Let New Edition come on right now and start kicking that shit. I don't care what song it is by them. I'm going ape shit.
Any of that.
And thank God I got older sisters and older brothers, because when Tina Marie comes on, I'm going off.
Yeah.
My father was Earth, Wind and Fire. Let them come on right now. Let Outstanding play in front of me right now,
man,
and see if I don't just start doing all kinds of goofy shit. Because I'm older. I've matured into things. My palate has grown. When I was a kid, perfect example. But shout out to the NBA YoungBoy fans.
Yeah.
When I was their age, a little younger, I remember when McDonald's was a reward. I remember if I did good at school, my mother would say, "Hey, you do good, I'm gonna take you to McDonald's." That was a legit goal. Oh shit, I'm gonna go to McDonald's? Yo!
Now they eating for 3 square meals.
Nigga, I was in that book like a motherfucker. Then I hit, high school. Start making a little money.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. McDonald's is like for the convicts. Like, what the fuck am I doing in here?
This ain't really it.
Convict food right there.
Because somebody put you on the Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Somebody put you on the Red Lobster.
Olive Garden.
Somebody put you on the Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Somebody put you on to
TGI Fridays.
TGI Fridays.
Applebee's.
What's that pizza place? Pizzeria Uno's. They put you on to some shit. Now you spending money in that spot, and it's like, oh, wait a minute. I don't know. Going to me. Hey, babe, you want to go out while we meet you over at Red Lobster? High end shit, baby. I got you. Now that sounds funny now, coming from a grown ass man, because now I go to places where the waiting list.
Yeah, talk that shit. What places you
talk
mean?
about
Help me, OG.
Hey,
OG, put me on to right here. Even have the name.
He be at the spots where he having a dinner in the back room. When you go past the kitchen, when you walk past the kitchen and they escort you to the back room, that's what Mecca at now. It's different. I know. It's different.
Because some of those niggas used to rap.
Exactly.
And I was good to them.
Yes.
I treated them. I treated everybody the way I treated everybody. I treated the dude with the record label deal the same way I treated the independent dude who was paying out of his own pocket.
Yes.
And now I reap the benefits of being a good dude to a lot of people. So yes, I don't go to the kitchen. Yes, I walk past the kitchen to the other room. Yes, I'm upstairs in the Spotted Pig. Yes, my homie is a sous chef at Tavern on the Green or STK or now I know what a Michelin star is.
Yeah.
You tell me you want to meet me for lunch and you tell me we're going to McDonald's, I'm going to look at you crazy.
Like, what we doing?
I can't wait to get there.
Soon.
You'll be there sooner. And this is what I say to the NBA YoungBoy fans. Like, I'm not anti that y'all like McDonald's. I'm not anti that y'all like Burger King. I remember that.
But you'll grow older.
But you won't stay there. You know why? Because NBA YoungBoy won't even stay there.
They compare him to Tupac.
Cool.
No problem.
If that's the feeling he generates for you, I'm not mad.
Salute, because they didn't know Tupac.
My Tupac came with revolutionary lyrics,
right?
In-person antics where he actually shot at cops. Like my Tupac came with other shit. Your Tupac, comes with that. And if that's the feeling you get, cool, but you have to understand, to a nigga who goes to Tavern on the Green, going to McDonald's, you can't impress me with McDonald's. You can't impress me with the shit that you think is dope.
You don't like the 20-piece?
Your shit is Temu.
Your shit is Temu.
You don't like the 20-piece? They got a new 20-piece. It's a Jets meal with the 20-piece, 4 burgers, and 3 drinks.
Don't bring up my Jets and McDonald's,
for real,
yo.
it's a Jets meal at McDonald's right now.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you again. I'm bringing up my Jets and McDonald's again.
Okay,
it's both bad.
I was asking our company, bro.
What made you think that I'm mad at McDonald's? I'm not.
Or mad at the person for thinking that Tupac is, and the NBA is their Tupac.
Who am I to tell you different?
Salute.
Who am I to tell you different?
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Real quick, I want to know your top 3 R&B artists, really quick. And we ain't even got to go into why, but you're such a hip hop historian, somebody who's really tapped in hip hop, and you just list
Usher,
all of the people.
D'Angelo, Stevie Wonder.
Whew. That's a list.
Oh, that's some smokers right there.
Dude, that's a list.
D'Angelo, I don't think they talk about him enough.
Honorable mention to Marvin Gaye and Prince, if you want to count him. Nice. But honorable mention to those two. Those are just some of my favorites.
No, yeah. I just wanted to know. Okay,
but if you're gonna tell me to rattle off my favorite, it's solo, not groups. I didn't get into groups.
Usher, D'Angelo, Stevie. That's a tough 3.
Some heavy hitters for real.
Tough 3.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on the Puff?
Shit.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit.
You keep saying it that way.
Because
rephrase that. I'm gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell you again to rephrase that. You got my man Mec laughing at us.
If we being honest,
look, now he laughing at us. Look. No, ain't nobody getting in the Puff.
I don't like when Kafari look at me disappointed. Yo, Kafari, don't look at me disappointed, bro.
Photographer shaking his head at you.
But what's crazy, we had the
Anglo-Saxon in the corner.
The Punisher was here. All right, so maybe some of his energy just be fucking up with the way I phrase things. The Punisher came to the studio.
The Punisher in his
Nah, he wasn't on our show.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know?
No, you know who he is.
Nah,
no, Mec, you know who he is. You do.
Lead us to where we going, bro.
Hey, well, Mec, he was one of the sex workers involved in the freak-offs, the Punisher. He's also writing.
See, he knew.
Yeah. He's also writing a book right now. If you want to go grab it, SaVon grabbed it.
Niggas know Big Pun.
On the side.
Niggas know Big Pun.
You grabbed his book, right?
I ain't read the book yet.
All right. Well, we have finally reached the last saga, I guess, of all of the Puff trial stuff. This has been ongoing
so far.
Right?
Who knows at this point? I heard they're making an appeal.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, he's trying to appeal it as we speak. His lawyers is trying to get. They want to appeal the decision.
Mec, what did they give him? 50 months?
Yeah, for roughly 4 years. 50 months subtracting what he already did, the year and some change that he's already been in. Right. So
there was also a report that came out before the determination that he was booked for a public speaking engagement in Miami.
Which I think was a mistake.
He did that for real?
Yes.
I thought 50 was trolling him.
No.
Because 50 said, yo, y'all can hire me. He ain't available.
No, Puff really did that.
If you know what?
Yeah.
Here's the other thing about snap journalism, and I call it snap because I haven't had time to research anything.
Gotcha.
Here's the problem with snap journalism. If it's true, you have to start every sentence with, well, allegedly. If that's true. Because AI is a motherfucker right now. Yeah. Like, motherfuckers just love throwing false information out there just to shits and giggles, just to be negative. See, there we are again. Yeah. Negative shit is sexy. Yeah. More views, more clicks, because it's something negative. I don't know what's true to this point anyway. The amount of research I have to do to make sure I have the facts on a story is like doubled.
Yeah,
it's like because I got to get through all the bullshit. Like, what the? And I be typing some of these people. What the fuck did you write that for? You know, goddamn well that shit ain't true. What the fuck is your problem? You ain't got nothing better to do. Yo, fucking, what are you, a virgin? Like, find something to do with your life.
What are you, a virgin?
You sound like me on Call of Duty. Niggas start jumping on walls and shit. Start shooting me, nigga. Have you gotten pussy today? Like, when's the last time you fucked someone, nigga? Why are you doing all this?
Right?
I get it.
Why would you write that?
So from a larger conversation, since we do have you here and somebody who was working in hip hop for such a long time, you've seen Puff at his height, right? You've seen Bad Boy at his height. You actually just spoke about how Bad Boy introduced the whole concept pretty much of hip hop and R&B being a blend, right? What are your thoughts on where Puff is today, the legacy of Puff? Can he redeem himself? Like this whole fiasco, because again, like I told you, and you told me to separate producer from rapper, but Busta Rhymes, Nas, Mace, and Diddy, Puffy, whatever you want to call them, those were the first 4 figures of hip hop. Let me say that. Outside of rappers, those are the first 4 figures of hip hop that I remember. So to see Sean Combs go from where he was to where he is today, and for you being able to cover everything for the most part throughout its totality, how do you feel about everything?
I don't. I don't. The work is what the work is, right? You can't negate what he's done. But it doesn't reflect well on the person as a person. And we have completely lost the era. The era is over where there was any real mystery to our entertainers. There was a time when you didn't even know what their real names were.
Yeah, bro.
Now you know who their children are, who their parents are, where they live.
Damn, how y'all did that?
We just
Airy
know.
shit.
What the fuck was that?
He said it.
How the
shit.
fuck
Airy
you
shit.
just
He
did
right.
that twin shit?
Because if you want to run down on
You right.
somebody, knowing where they live is key.
Hello.
Okay, all right.
Like,
the old days, man. Come on.
Y'all niggas, wait, hold up, y'all niggas do that at the same time. Wait, is this y'all power? Am I not on this shit too?
Now you here. You
the
here.
fuck?
Let my man talk. What you say, man?
Again, there was a time when we wouldn't know anything like this about our artist. But because everybody has made it their business to keep it real and put all the information on Front Street, we now know more than we need to know when it comes to just being entertained. And being entertained by the music is almost secondary. It's almost like a third thing. So it's like a side effect. It's not even the main thing for a lot of people. For me, it's still the first thing. But for a lot of people, it's I don't give a fuck about that. Such and such did such such did such such. Did you hear their new song? They got a new song? Like, they'll look at you like you. So with that said, Puff, this now goes into the legacy. You can't erase it any more than you can erase what was already done.
Right.
This now gets written next to the rest of your shit for the rest of your ride. And beyond your ride, this is the part you can't undo. Right?
Damn.
So how do I feel about it? I don't. My job, if I'm still in that capacity, the job is to document. Documentarian and here's what it is and here's what happened and these are the facts. And I could sit here and freestyle about what I think about him as a person. I don't know the man. I just know what he did. So
you never had any interaction, you being at,
believe
these publications?
It or not, no. Believe it or not, he's one of the guys who first of all, when Puff was popping, I just got off the porch.
Gotcha.
Like I was at the source, but his parties back then, like when they were the stuff of legend, and I'm not talking about all the freaky deek that you hear about now. I'm just talking about as a status symbol, getting to his party was a thing. Being invited to a Diddy party was like the Met Gala every fucking time he did something. That shit was where you wanted to be, and it wasn't even necessarily to meet him. If you did, you did, but the amount of power players that were hoping to be invited, he broke the Hamptons for black people. Like black people weren't thinking about that. Not in hip hop circles. You wouldn't think about the Hamptons before him. All of a sudden, he got us. Niggas is partying in the Hamptons. I didn't even know what the fucking Hamptons was.
Deep Long Island.
I got invited to like one situation in the Hamptons. I managed to look that shit up on the map, see how far away that shit was from where I think I'm in Queens. What the fuck?
You thought it was going to be a little 50-minute ride, huh?
Yeah, I was like,
that shit said 2 hours and 15 minutes.
I need an Amtrak to go to this bitch. And I got to get off the train and still walk. Like I got to hike and they want me to wear all white. Like, I don't own a car. What the fuck are y'all doing? Like that was not...
Yeah.
You think what I mean?
Yeah.
He is who he is, and I don't have any real feelings attached to it. It's disappointing.
Yeah.
If you want to hear how I feel about it's disappointing. It's always disappointing when you see somebody who's accomplished great things expose a side of their lives that may be a little bit and I'm not, to be honest, I'm not even talking about the sex shit. You know what I mean? You're a freak. You freaking off. You've been to my page. You know I'm not like, I got, shout out to Heather Hunter. Her birthday was just the other day.
We know.
Yeah. Like,
we did some research on you.
Yeah, we did a little research.
Alex did a good, you see these papers?
Hey, where my camera?
I ain't gonna lie. We got some shit on these papers.
My camera? Hey, camera on me. Mecca's the man. Go do your Googles.
I'm cool with a lot of people.
I bet. I know.
I'm cool with
That's
a lot of
great
people.
way to say it. You know what? Next time Shorty asks me, yo, why you following her? I'm cool with a lot of people. For
See
real.
That? See that?
I'm cool with cool people.
Get you out of that jam. I'm cool with cool people. Hello.
I'm cool with cool people.
For sure.
She's cool as shit.
Yeah.
I don't judge anybody, which is what allows me to be in these circles around people who are very cool because whatever they do is what they do. How they get down is how they get down. I've never been tried. You know what I mean? People have been respected. Nobody's ever came up to me and asked me to do some shit outside of my character. And I'm talking about all kinds of shit. I'm not even talking about being the freaky deek. Nobody's ever, people have done coke right in front of me. Yo, you want to get down? No, I'm good. That was the last time I ever heard about it.
Yeah.
I've never drank in my life. That's not a joke.
That's
I've never tried to
crazy.
drink in my life. And I've been in every open bar situation.
Wow.
I've never tried it, right? Never tried anything stronger than a Tylenol. And I really don't like doing that. So with that said, I didn't judge Diddy off whatever he's into. Because I know for a fact that people who are doing what he's into don't want people like me at the party.
At all. Killjoy. That's what they gonna do.
I'm not the guy you want at that. You know, I'll sit there and be
Right.
Just sitting there looking around.
Well, Meg, do you feel like Puff should have been judged on the actual charges of prostitution or also what he's also done to victims and if he's changed at all? Because I think that's the big conversation right now as to why he only received about 4 years.
Has he changed? Time will tell.
Gotcha.
Right? Not for me to tell you if a man has changed or not.
Right.
Should he have been charged? I believe the feds charge you with what they think will stick.
Yeah.
Right. So for me to sit here and say they should have tried it, the fact that they didn't means that they didn't have enough to make it pop.
Exactly.
And my
Expert opinion.
I like that. I see what you did there.
in my modest non-legal mind opinion, just
Gotcha.
knowing what I know, not
For
claiming
sure.
to be a legal expert.
Yeah.
Sure.
If the feds could have gotten them, they would have.
Got
They got what they could get.
Got it.
You dig what I mean?
Yeah,
They
they
got
definitely
what they
did.
could prove.
Yeah.
So if they didn't get that, it means they couldn't prove that. If they couldn't prove that, was
Yeah,
it true?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as far as all the stuff that was in the public about his sex life, that just felt like slander.
Yep.
It's not illegal to freak off. It's not illegal to do any of that shit he was doing. All I kept looking for was the crime. Okay, but what's the crime? I get that this is a little gross.
Yeah.
It
It's
might
not.
be a little gross.
Yeah.
Might not be what it's not the party
Yeah,
that
man.
invited me to. I'm gonna sit there and ew.
Not for me.
Like,
Ew. That's funny.
ew. What's that smell?
Why is there so much baby oil? The fuck? I never seen this much baby oil in my life.
In my life.
Slip and slide. Holy shit. Hey. No, all right.
Why is everything shiny?
Well, the suits make
everything.
sense.
Nigga, this is corduroy. Why is this shiny? Like,
Why is the room red?
But I'm not on that kind of time. Whatever. But what you love to do, I just kept looking for the illegal thing, and you have. This is gonna rub some people the wrong way, but I'm gonna say it anyway. When women say "my body, my choice," I receive that, I accept that, and I'm completely agree with that.
Yeah.
If you want to sell it,
It's the oldest form of business.
I'm not here to judge. Like, was she willing?
Right.
Was she? And I'm not talking about buyer's remorse. I'm not talking about somebody who sold it and now you mad at what you got because you found out somebody else got more for the same thing you did. Like,
morally, I get it, but legally, prostitution is illegal.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
But-
I see what you're saying.
Man,
sure,
I
but-
will sell this dick if I gotta do it. I don't give a fuck. What we talking about? Hold
What's
up,
up?
nigga.
be careful.
See,
Be
no,
careful, bro.
but-
You don't know who's buying.
You know what? You're
Or
right.
what they gonna have you do?
you're
It's
right.
gonna be you
don't
and the
know who's
Punisher.
buying.
You know.
It's gonna be you and the Punisher in one room.
Be
Yeah,
careful,
we're gonna
bro.
run that back. We're gonna run that back.
Because I understand that was part of the problem that we talking about with
Yeah.
Diddy. Be careful. You don't know who's buying.
You don't know who's
You know what?
buying.
Easy with that, bro.
Selective sellers.
Selective sellers.
I'm like the Lamborghini of this shit.
People can afford Lamborghinis, but they
you
might want to listen.
You can't win. Hey, shout out to the Punisher. That's how you got here.
That Patreon start lighting up and be a little different for you. Might want to take it easy.
Oh shit,
Nah, I
that's
see what you're
hilarious.
saying, though.
Yeah, just to wrap that. I don't like being long with. Just to
No, you
wrap
good.
this up, like it is what it is. I don't have any real feelings on it, other
Yeah.
than disappointment. The Cassie thing, I'm still not over that.
Same.
I got sisters, I got a mother.
Yeah.
But I also recognize drugs and alcohol when I see it. Like, you know what I mean? So
it's a lot.
Am I really in a position to judge anybody?
No.
He did something foul. If I was Cassie's brother, I'd have buried him.
Yup.
Right? I'd have buried him. But what if I found out that my sister was right there doing it with him? Like she was drinking and drugging right along with him. And this kind of came with the game. Like, oh man, like now what?
It's a lot.
I've been in situations where I've seen my boys go to get a sibling or a family member out of a
dangerous situation.
Well, a situation, period.
Right.
And I've seen those same people fight to stay. Okay, well now what?
Right.
We came down here with the moral high ground thinking we was going to drag somebody out. You asked me to come back you up. I did. We went in there to go get such and such. Like, I did what I needed to do to get homeboy out the paint. You trying to get, and she's swinging on you.
Right.
Well, as soon as we get her back to the house, she going back. Well, now what?
Some very real life scenarios.
Some people are in for that. Some people are with the heist. You just don't like your cut. Right. And you and in that regard, how do I judge anybody? Like, so I leave that for the courts. If Cassie is beefing, Cassie has every right to beef. And this is old now, right? We're past this. Like, so
for sure. For sure.
This is all retrospect.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Thank you for being candid on that too. A lot of people like to kind of hold their tongue, bite their tongue when it comes to like speaking about these things. But before we allow you to get up out of here, me, podcasting is kind of my passion. The same way you feel about hip hop, how you just put this is it for me. That's what I did with podcasting. I said I'm gonna make a choice, whether it be from producing, whether it be from hosting, whether it be from whatever it is. This is my thing. Right. So I do want to hear. Because you were a part of My Expert Opinion with Matt Hoffa, right? And shout out to SO Heineken. They record here.
Yes,
they always
do.
Here.
Shout out to Bagfield.
Shout out to Bagfield. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Space Ghost. Shout out to Gat.
All of those guys. Shout out to Space for sure.
Yep.
Shout out to Gat Taylor. Shout out to
Gat, what up?
Spin. Shout out to Kim. Yeah.
Shout out to all of those guys. Shout out to that entire crew. But when it comes to you, I just want to know how you feel about the current landscape of podcasting, right? Like, we see all of the changes. I think the biggest thing for me is somebody who's been in this space for a long time. Once the money gets pumped into it, it's tough, right? When I'm seeing The Rock do podcasts, it tells me, okay, we in a different space now. I think a few years ago when you guys was really killing it, you guys were super consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel? Where is your current footing in the space right now? Like, what's going on with podcasting in Mecca, Mr. Mecca Rashawn?
I'm looking, well, I don't even know if I can announce the big boy move.
Ooh.
Okay. We gotta do that right now. We gonna be tapped into it no matter what you do.
And
there's a big boy move that I'm already a part of.
Nice.
Okay.
Congrats to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a thing.
Fire.
I have a scheme. I have a plan with a nice sized company. And I would like to, I'm currently in talks to see what we can put together as a
unit,
as a joint venture.
Gotcha.
Very interested to work with this new crew. And if this when this happens, I'll make the announcement. Everybody will, I won't be quiet.
For sure.
The big boy move looks imminent.
Okay.
Right. We've already started that work.
I can tell you've been in the industry for a long time.
How?
Because
I don't spill all my
you
cards.
talk the way that I want to talk. Like, it's like
it.
The Godfather, right? It's like these Italian niggas back in the day.
Right there.
You know, when I got to do the capicolo, the cappuccino. You know what I'm saying? I got something coming for you, my friend. You just wait. I got it. I fuck with it. I'm learning. You the OG. I told you, nigga. Like, we trying to learn something.
As a journalist, right, coming into My Expert Opinion, did you learn something from podcasting itself that was separate that you had to learn on the fly? Because I did enjoy you there. You were very fact-based.
No. What you saw was me applying what I already had to I would tell you it's new.
Right.
But, I rhymed before I wrote.
Yeah.
So you combine rhyming and writing at a camera, what am I doing different?
Right.
Right? the good thing about telling the truth is you never run out of an answer. Only liars run out of answers. The truth can always be questioned. So as long as I'm telling the truth, I'm speaking freely as fuck. Like I'm up there just, hey, free one. Same thing I'm doing here.
Yeah.
You tell the truth, you don't have to worry about shit. I never have to like worry about backtracking and if I got some new information on something that I said, oh, okay, well I didn't know that before. And I'm not afraid to be wrong.
Yeah, that's important.
Never afraid to be wrong. Love learning something. Right. Oh, I did not know. Oh, you serious? Oh man, that changes how I think about the entire fucking thing. I didn't even think about it like that. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And we're off to the races. But I'm not. I don't. My personality isn't based on being right. That's not my whole personality. Like some people are, they're Trump supporters and their whole personality is based on supporting Trump. I can't talk to those people.
I got nothing.
But politicians come and go. Right and wrong is right and wrong, and this is right and this is wrong. And then sometimes what was right ends up being wrong, and what was wrong ends up being something correct. Like shit happens.
Yeah.
I don't worry about that because that's not my issue. So no, the answer to your question is not even to be arrogant about it, not to come across arrogant or obnoxious, or maybe if I do, maybe that's what it is. But I didn't learn anything new. I just did what I've always done, and now I'm doing it on camera.
Gotcha.
For more people to watch. It's how I've always been, which is why I believe I'm received the way I am. Because the people behind the scenes know that I'm just being myself.
Right.
And when a new guest would come into the spot,
and
it was somebody that I knew, we're having the same conversation we had before. When Joe came and sat down with me in the shop, I have a picture on my phone right now. Me and Joe, when I gave him his first interview, bro had hair. And it was all black. Our first interview. He was a couple of years older than me, a few years older than me, but hey, I'm not. And there it was. Like he knows what I'm gonna do. I know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Killer Mike pulls up. I've talked to Killer Mike before. Oh, this guy, Fat Joe. I've interviewed Fat Joe before. I interviewed him before. I talked to him before. Oh, I talked to his management. Oh, we were in the same place. Oh, we all had this roundtable style discussion and we were talking for hours. Oh, yeah, I remember. I dealt with your man and blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, your homegirl was da, 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 da. So all I ever had to be was who I've always been. And that's new to some people. But thankfully, it's not new to the people who, it's not new to everybody.
Yeah. Right. So is it fair to say, is it safe to say that podcast is over? For you?
No, he came back.
Oh, your involvement.
Still going.
Your involvement.
We have open business.
Okay.
We have incomplete. We still have business on the table.
Okay.
Yeah, he found a new shop.
Okay.
I'm dead.
I know I haven't seen it, honestly.
Yeah,
I know. I'm tapped in. I haven't seen anything in a while.
Yeah.
And I think when you are the guy, and it comes, who is it? Tony Ayo talks about this a lot, being a guy, right? He talks about 50 Cent being a guy, and, Joe Budden, I look at him, he's the guy, he got a panel, and then Matt Hoffa, it was his podcast, it was, his show. Like, when you're that guy, sometimes you could overlook all of the players that make you that guy or make you appear to be that guy, right? And I think me watching and seeing, it was Joy Taylor. She was on a podcast and she was talking about how, hey,
shout out to Joy Taylor.
Yeah, shout out to Joy. Shout out to Joy. Joy, what up?
Shout out to Joy.
Hey, Joy. we
oh, this is happening.
Okay, go crazy, bro. Do what you do for us.
This is a network here at the Need to Know Network. That's all I'm saying.
Shout out to Joy Taylor.
Shout out to Joy.
But one of the things that she was saying was just the transition between traditional formatted debate kind of sports talk shows compared to like now it's more of a panel style where that panel allows the anchor host to kind of, shine a little bit more, whether they mean to or not. And I think with that show in particular, and even with Joe's show, right now it's a panel show. It's Joe Budden is the anchor, but we see moving pieces each and every episode. One episode you might get Mark and Ice and Ish, and then next episode
Flip and Imani.
It may be different. It's Mona's now a part of it, so it's a panel show. And so what I wanted to kind of circle back when it came to your situation is like you were, maybe you weren't, it wasn't your show per se, but you
definitely wasn't.
It wasn't your show, right? But you were an anchor. You were a pillar of the show. So Heineken, they were pillars of that show. And with all of these changes, right, it changes the show. Even though the anchor host, the guy is still the guy, he's still there, but it takes something away when it's like, oh wait, hold up, what the fuck? is S.O. Heineken in Mecca.
Yeah.
No, for real, for me, because somebody like, and my
Same.
pops,
I watched.
my pops, he's an older guy. He's around probably a little bit older than you guys, whatever. Like, he's 48, 49, whatever. Sorry, Dad, I'm putting your age out there. But he's one of them niggas, right? Like, he grew up in that time. So he's tapped in. He want to watch Cameron and Mace and my expert opinion before he watches some of the things that I'm into.
Yeah.
That's just his shit.
Exactly.
So when
Right.
he's telling me, like, yo, bro, where Mecca at? Where, you know, like, it's a thing. And you guys matter. And I think because, you know, sometimes the anchor guys, they won't say it. They won't say, yo, Ish matters. They won't say, yo, Mecca matters.
Yeah.
Right? Like the fans, we have to say they matter as somebody who's important. So I do just want to make sure we highlight those guys, those people who allowed the guy to be the guy. Because there is no guy without the other guys.
I agree with that.
And that is something that we just don't talk about. So I wanted to get a little bit of clarity on that because I was a fan of a certain time. And sometimes as a fan, as a consumer, it shifts, right? Like the show is not the same without these names and these personalities.
That's how it be.
You know?
What did you call us? Pillars?
Yes.
What happens when you remove pillars?
House breakdown.
Things fall. You gotta rebuild, and then the pillars may not be as sturdy, and it's like, damn, I don't even like this pillar. Kick that nigga, boom, get the fuck off the show, right? Like it's just a little bit different. Yeah. So I do want to just make sure I acknowledge that part of it because in podcasting, sometimes we just look at the title or the name of the podcast, and it says, "Oh, the Joe Rogan podcast," but it's like, nah, Jamie is just important as Joe. Now I get it, Joe is the guy, but we need Jamie to do what Jamie is doing. Yeah. So I just want to make sure
in order for the guy to be the guy.
Exactly. So I was curious.
And that with all things?
Absolutely.
What would you like me to say back to that?
No, just acknowledgement. That's all.
I just wanted to give you your flowers.
Absolutely.
I receive it. I think we did. I think we did great work.
Yeah.
I think we really put a mark on in that space. S.O. Heineken, Space Ghost, myself. Bigger,
yeah. Shout out to Big, yeah.
Like I think the original recipe,
absolutely,
and that wasn't the first. You know what I mean? We weren't the first
iteration,
right? Thank you, the perfect word. We weren't the first iteration of the, but we were the one that caught, right? So
absolutely,
yeah, we definitely did. We definitely did great work, and much like, if we go in another round circle moment, much like the Diddy situation. You can't undo what's been done. You may be disappointed. You may not like how the story ends, but this goes into the archive along with everything else. My goal now is not so much worried about what kind of story gets told, right? That's for my character to determine what my story sounds like. The goal now is to make sure that the story is told at all. And in doing so, make sure that I leave everything behind for the story. That I give as many chapters as I can, AKA die empty. Everything that I have to give, I plan. Everything that I can do, that I'm good at doing, I'm going to do because the idea of going, Denzel said this. I don't want to take credit for it, but I got this from a Denzel clip. Yeah, he said, "Imagine you're on your deathbed, and you're surrounded and haunted by the ghost of all your potential and all your talent,
man.
And they're looking at you, going, we came to you because you were the one who could have brought us through. You could have made us real. You could have actually done it, and now here we are going into the ground with you." All the book you didn't write, the movie you didn't write, the song you didn't sing, the rhyme you didn't put on wax, all those things now go on the ground with you. That thought you had, it all goes. I'm going empty. When I get out of here, when I pull up on the gate, I'm gonna be
ain't nothing left.
I used everything. I used that. I wrote that rhyme. I sung that song. I wrote that script. I penned that book. I punched that nigga. I did everything I need to do.
Facts.
I brought them sneakers. I had that flyer ass shirt. I supported this dude, that dude, this dude, that dude, that chick, that chick, that chick, that chick. I didn't judge them. I judged the fuck out of them. Like, hey, listen, I ran it up.
Yeah.
I ran it up, and when I cash out, just understand it, I walked away from the table not wanting to play anymore.
Is that why you're back to recording music of your own now?
More for the most, fate has played a part in that. It wasn't the plan, but it's here. And the philosophy is why I don't turn the opportunity down. The philosophy didn't make me go do it, but the philosophy is why I'm like, no, okay.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, what you word?
Yeah.
You know what? All right. Like fuck it. All right, let's see where this goes. Like, okay, the pod was dope, and there's more pods to come, and okay, well, this is coming back around, and the writing was great, and I wrote all these cover stories for the Source, and I got like more than anybody else, and you know, youngest music editor in the history of the place, and you developed the back issue system, and you handed out 5 mics to a couple of people. You did your 1-2, and you put more into the game than you took out.
Yeah.
You know, your intern was this guy, and look where he is, and your homegirl was this person, and look where she is. And,
right.
You know, you did. Slaughterhouse came around. You put that together. You put Slaughterhouse. You made that group,
which is crazy.
People don't know you did that.
Which is crazy.
People don't know you did that.
Which is an insane stat flex on all the things that you've done.
One of the greatest hip hop groups ever.
I toured with them.
Yeah, facts.
I still have the photos. I toured with them. We were outside. It was my first tour up and down the Eastern Seaboard. I toured with the group that I made. It was like Jordan playing with the team he owned.
Can you talk about real quick how you put that together? I feel like I could talk to you forever. So
Mecca's the man.
I'm going to let you go.
Part 2, y'all.
But yeah, we got to get you back in the studio. But really quick, since you brought it up, because I promise you, it was on the piece paper. It's on the last page. But I'm like, you know what, you my guy. You mentioned it. So really quick, how did you put Slaughterhouse to, like, you know, what was your role in Slaughterhouse?
I'll tell you the exact story. Swagger Like Us was out. Remember that song?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not a swagger.
At the time, everybody and their mother was doing freestyles to that beat. Everybody.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was like a flood. It was like every day somebody would have a new one.
Facts.
My idea was to get our .com popping, to get the source.com popping. What I'll do is I'll go get the nastiest MCs I can, have them absolutely destroy this beat to the point where nobody else wants to touch it, and boom, cement, like, put my flag in this shit, and that'll be something that I did on behalf of this magazine, on behalf of our .com. It'll put our .com on the map. It'll put these MCs on the map. Wow. Like, that was the whole idea, just like something dope to contribute back.
Yeah.
Crook was the first one I called, and he didn't give 2 shades of a fuck.
Shout out to Crook.
That dude is different, and with a pen like that, you can pop that shit.
Crazy
like,
pen.
When you rock the way he does, nothing's a threat.
Yeah.
Like Joel, Crook is armed in every room, whether he got a gun or not.
Y'all just don't know it.
Yeah, like in a room, that's his whole attitude, his energy. He walks in the room, it's like he knows nobody else got nothing tougher than some knuckles with skin on it.
That's it.
And this nigga got 2 loaded Eagles and with extender and something else in his back pocket. Like, this nigga's ready to air all this shit out
at all times.
Yeah, and he's just kind of standing there like, But they were all like that. But when I called Crook, first thing he said, "How many bars of death we spitting?" Literally what he said.
How many
bars of death are we spitting?
Ready?
I said, just give me a 16. Bet, got you, Mac.
That was it.
Called, and then my next call was to Royce and Joe, and the problem is they were beefing with each other at the time.
Yeah.
They were having a little lightweight, I don't call it beef, but it was definitely friction.
Yeah. A spat.
Long story short, I lied to both of them to get them on the track.
You know what's funny? I lied to Joe too. I was like, hey, nigga, I need a job. I live in Queens, but I live 2 hours away. Fuck it. We gonna be here. I lied to Joe sometimes.
Lying works. Sometimes a good lie better than the ugly truth. Hey, nigga.
Greater goal.
I just need y'all to do this for me. That wouldn't have worked. So instead, he was like, who else is on it? Like, both of them niggas said the exact same thing. Who else is on it?
Yeah.
Who all gonna be there?
Yeah, who all there?
I told them, and when it got to like me mentioning Royce, when I said Royce with Joe, no, when I called Royce first, and I said, I told him Joe was going to be on it. What Joe say? I hadn't even spoken to Joe yet. I was just telling him the plan, but the way I said it, what Joe say?
You lied again.
Joe said, if you ain't beefing, he ain't beefing. I ain't even speak to this nigga.
Speaking for Joe now, you hear him?
I ain't speaking. Joe said, if he ain't beefing, you ain't beefing. All right, that's cool, because I always felt like that beef shit was kind of corny anyway. That shit didn't excite me, ain't interest me at all. But tell that nigga if he act up, I'll blow his motherfucking head off.
And that's when Royce had all them big guns.
Yeah, like
bazooka. Remember on a MySpace.
Remember? Yeah, on MySpace.
Like the fucking
that's when he had the big boys out. He didn't give a fuck.
Nigga outside aiming shit at the camera, like laughing, chuckling like a maniac.
Yes.
Like a Batman villain.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What the fuck are you doing,
With
Royce?
sunglasses, just angry, just laughing.
Shout out to Royce.
So I lied to him. Then I called Joe, and it was almost a mirror of the same conversation. Wow. Who gonna be there? This nigga, that nigga. What'd he say? He said, if you ain't beefing, he ain't beefing.
Read the same script back.
I left that whole blowing your head off thing kind of like, he said, if you ain't beefing, he ain't beefing. Is that all right? Is that cool?
Does that work?
He was like, that's cool. I always felt like that shit was more the fans than us anyway.
Wow.
That's what's up. Now, all right, cool. How many bars? I just need a 16. 16? What is it with niggas in these 16s? Joe, can you just... All right, I got you. Hung the phone up. I'm relieved as fuck because everybody said yes.
Yeah.
Nigga, Joe hit me back like 2 minutes later. Maybe a minute flat. He hit me back, called... Yo, what's up? Let me get Crook's number. Oh, okay, cool. I'll text you. Right. Send him Crook's number. Hung up. Going back about my business. He called again. Yo, let me get Royce's number. Fuck.
You was hoping and praying. He asked for that one.
Fuck. We get busted. These niggas gonna find out I lied to both of them. Yeah. I'm gonna be in the middle of the next East Coast, West Coast fucking beef. These niggas gonna end up shooting each other. It's gonna be my fucking fault because I decided to lie because I wanted to do some slick shit for the website. Ooh, look at me, big man. I'm getting rappers shot and shit. Fuck.
It's all my fault.
I stalled my ass off giving him that number. I was
Mac,
like,
you already had it.
I bet. I would have did the same. How you did it? Hey, yo, I'm on the flight. Wait, hold on. Hey, yo, Joey, I'm at JFK real quick.
I wish I'd have thought that fast. I was like,
his phone broke.
It's in my computer.
It's in my computer.
It was all I could think. It was all I could think of.
I know.
It's in my computer. It's in my email. I'll get it out my email.
Joe like, that's strange. But
no, the nigga called back.
Oh, shit.
Nigga called. He's like, I'll wait. I was like, no. I'm in the middle of something. I'll wait for it, Mac. Damn it. I gave him the number.
Yeah.
Long story short, I gave him the number. He didn't call back. I wasn't sure if it was actually going to happen or not. He never called back. I'm on pins and needles. I don't know if they beefing. This is no social media. I don't know what's happening.
How anybody feels. Yeah.
All I know is Crook was the only one who sent his bars in.
Damn.
Nobody else did it. Crook was the only one who sent. And then Joel Ortiz came after that.
Gotcha.
And they linked up with him, and that was a whole different thing. But the reason why I get credit for creating the group is because the two of the main members, Royce and Joe, who actually ended up, Royce went on to get them signed to Shady, but those niggas were beefing. They had like an issue, and had I not lied, they wouldn't have got past that.
Yeah.
But once they called each other and they, with no malice in the middle of it, I guess it just kind of worked out. Yeah. So that's why they give me credit for it.
That makes a lot of sense. Wow.
That's incredible, bro.
You are responsible for a lot of bars. My good brother.
A lot of them. Nigga.
For a lot of bars.
Have you ever heard Glass House?
No.
Damn.
And I fucking deserve to.
You deserve to listen to Glass House.
I fucking deserve to.
For those of you that don't know, that's the unreleased album that the four of them never put out.
No, Royce gave me a jacket. Mm-hmm. He gave me a jacket online. He got my size. He unwrapped it. Yeah. He got me a jacket, sent it to me.
Yeah.
There's a story behind that. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, please.
We gonna bring you back.
We got to do it again, bro.
We gonna bring you
Thank
back.
you for pulling up.
Oh yeah, no, bro,
for sure.
I told you I would.
For sure. I told you like off air. I've been a fan. You know, I've been tapped into what it is that you've been doing.
Yeah.
But recently at Joe's party, we saw you. I saw you.
Yeah.
You was at the money table.
You was there.
You was right next to us. You was at the money table.
Mac, you was always them get money niggas.
Yeah.
Don't make me name them.
So we ain't want to like, you
Don't
know
make
what I'm
me
saying?
name 'em.
We just respected the table,
Yeah,
respected
fuck
the
outta
space.
It was so much money. Them niggas didn't even stand up. And they just kept talking the whole night. You know, we didn't even get a chance, opportunity to just give you some flowers that night. It was just money talk. We get it. Good to see you now, bro.
You know why I was so mad?
Why? What happened?
Because we didn't talk about no money, and that's all I wanted to talk about with these niggas.
Hey, yo, Ian, like, you gotta do something different, my boy.
Rashawn, come on, man.
I was so pissed. I got up from that table like you'd have thought I crapped out. You'd have thought I just lost all my money at the roof. I walked away. I lost $100,000 in this motherfucker. Like damn. Fuck? We ended up talking rap all night long.
Shout out to Ian, man. Shout out to Ian.
I had to tell Shorty who was sitting at the table. She was like, "How are you going back and forth with them?" I was like, "Ma'am." And I said, maybe, oh, should I even? Yeah, no, fuck it.
Yeah.
I looked in the face. I was like, "You see these three guys?" And I was pointing to Rashad, Ian, and Troy.
Troy, yeah.
I said, "You see these three guys?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "You know what they are to money and finances and investing?"
Within our culture.
She said, "Yes."
Yeah.
I said, "Okay. I'm that to hip hop."
You know what better note to end this episode on?
If you want to know how I can argue with them, that's how.
Mac, thank you for pulling up, man.
Nah.
We got to do a part 2.
You got to come back, bro.
I would hope that you
For
know what
real.
I'm saying. You
For
enjoy
real.
the energy. You enjoy the studio.
I'm gonna get a fancier shirt.
No, this shit
you
was
good.
good.
You
No,
good.
I'm just get one that says something else cool.
Avoid caucasity. That's all right. We
That's what he do every week.
Yeah. We only got one in the building right now. He my man. You good.
Oh, well, he doesn't have Caucasian.
Yeah, there you go. He doesn't.
Yes. No, being Caucasian doesn't mean you're walking around with Caucasian.
Exactly.
I'm
love that.
black as fuck, but I'm only niggerish on occasion.
I respect that. Yo, Mac, where can the people find you,
Facts,
man?
I'm Mr. Mech on all platforms.
Yep.
Some music coming out next year.
Let's do it.
Please.
First, I'm looking at Q1 as a release. I'm gonna do a couple more freestyles, a couple more open moves.
I love your Chinatown freestyle. That was fire.
Oh, thank you, bro.
That was
thank
fire.
you. Shout out
Yeah.
to the good folks at Chinatown Sound.
Yeah.
They give it up and they get busy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to Bubs and my man G.
Got you.
I'm trying to get G to shoot my album cover.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Like
The visuals look amazing.
No,
I'm not gonna lie to
he's
you.
that man is a problem.
Yeah.
But
The
that whole
visuals crazy,
network
yeah.
is set up. Shout out to Amadeus,
yes.
the infamous Amadeus over at
Shade
the Bar
45,
Academy.
Bar
the Bar
Academy,
Academy.
Punchline Academy.
The Punchline Academy.
Yep,
Thank
yep,
you.
yep.
Yo, y'all niggas know everybody. What the fuck?
We try.
Yo, how you?
Because he researched me, bro. It's on my page.
Nah, but how you?
It's literally
It
on my
wasn't on
page.
that paper. Hold on, nigga. That wasn't
He
on the
lied
paper.
you up. He lied you up.
Nah, Meg is definitely gonna come back.
That's what's up, man.
No,
Yeah,
no.
thank you.
One time for the dudes who helped me get it started.
Yes. Yeah.
The Punchline Academy was I lost a bet.
Really?
I lost the bet, which is what made me rap. It wasn't what made them ask me. But
Gotcha.
when they asked me, I had to say yes because I lost the bet.
Yeah.
And that set off,
A lot.
you know, Diamond D hits me. Shout out to Diamond D. I'm on a track with him and Keith Murray. I can't wait for that to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to
Oh, that sounds
Q
tough.
Unique. I got a track with him, and the guy from out west. Oh God, why am I DJ? Oh my fucking God! How am I forgetting my guy's name? And I'm looking in his
I
face.
do that
You
all
can
the
see it
time,
right-
bro. I do that all
I'm
the time.
looking in
There's
his
so many
face.
people from the West Coast. I don't even want to start throwing
No,
names.
but
I don't know.
this is
You
my
really
guy.
talented.
He runs like a DJ academy. He teaches niggas how to
that's-
scratch.
Damn.
And he sent me like these Korean, like these Kit Kats from like the Asian Kit Kats.
Yeah. They be
He
having
sent
different
me a
flavors.
gang of them, and I'm blanking so crazy. And he's my man.
Damn.
Man, it be
Some
happening.
of my mans be nameless. Oh, I just forget. Like,
No,
Nah.
he's way too
Nah.
big of a deal for that. Like this is
Yeah, look it up.
driving me
As you're
crazy.
doing that-
Find it. Yeah.
as you're doing that, I want them to hear some of your freestyle from the China. Oh shit, that was a booty. Never mind.
This
I can
Negro
hit
here.
y'all with the hardest metaphor. They still don't see me as an artist anymore. Talking head or an exec with a rep for settling scores as blue as window. And being the best to ever record. went on to put on a team better than yours. Yeah, we getting plaques and awards instead of applause. Niggas with a pen, my pen, it's one of them. The bright idea of walking off with a win, looking dim. Any fat chance that bitch is becoming slim. I widow everything and orphan these boys becoming men. Yeah, you let a ball, you playing above the rim. I want it all on this box. I'm playing above the gym.
Easy.
When you the franchise, nobody is subbing in. Ain't no shortcut on the road to becoming him. Pressure's an 89, the scale is a 1 to 10. You can't even square up in the circles I'm running in. And you want to walk a mile in these Timbs? Have a turn. Let's see how you handle having a scandal you haven't earned. Name on fire. Manage the burn. Avoid the earn. Keep a healthy mindset while your reps spread like a germ. Sound like something you can never do? That's why I'm chosen ahead of you. Think before you do something regrettable. Looking for a sign, the writing on the wall is legible. Bring things, because I crown kings, but I behead them too.
God damn. God. Yo, let's just clap it up for Mac, man.
Mac.
Yo, thank you for joining us, bro.
Rhetmatic, DJ Rhett,
Let's
DJ
do it.
Rhetmatic. That's the homie. You got a
Yes.
track with me, him, and Q Unique. DJ Rhetmatic. Forgive
Yes.
me, King. Blame it on the head, not the heart.
Always.
My bad.
Yes,
DJ
always.
Rhetmatic is my guy from out west, and I got a track with him. Buster, we got some shit coming.
Fire.
One time for the conglomerate.
Fire.
New
I'm
album
excited.
coming from him. Project coming from me. Like
Dope.
we did. It's
You working.
Yeah.
You working.
The team
what
is
else
active.
is there to
You
do?
working, brother.
And I'm glad you are,
working,
man.
brother.
Cass can still rap.
You
Kwame's
working,
put out an
brother.
album. I don't know if you heard it or not.
Shout out to my guy Kwame, Idol Makers. That shit's out right now. Go, Idol Makers Crew was the name of his original crew.
This guy's good.
He will out rap your favorite. And the God, I
Under
don't
the
know what he
table.
been doing out there, but the nigga look mummified. He has not
And
aged.
he don't look a lick past 30.
It's like something pickled
crazy.
him. I don't know what the
I
fuck
don't know.
happened.
I don't know. Shout out to Kwame.
Yeah,
man.
but one time for
Facts.
Kwame, if
For
you're
sure.
lucky enough to get a beat from him, don't hold back. Go pay top dollar. Mechanism Consultant, if you need some help trying to get your shit together, trying to marketing, branding, music, A&Ring. I'm trying to help.
Develop.
Yeah.
We can do a little bit of we can do some development if you need it. But a lot of the guys who are stepping to me
Right.
already know what they want to do.
Yeah.
I find most of the issue is they don't know what it is they're doing wrong, or they don't know what they could be doing that they're not doing. They don't know. They're trying to get out of their own way, and a lot of times I can see it. Well, 9 times out of 10 I can see it, and I can help them get over. So Mechanism Consulting, and I'm not beating anybody in the head money wise.
Good. That's dope.
It's not free.
No,
Very
no,
important.
It's not free,
Very
but
important.
I'm not charging them nowhere near what I charge like labels. I'm trying to look out for people with 9 to 5. So
Nice.
yeah, you can pull up on that, and Mechanism Monday every month, and my YouTube channel is now up and popping. So
Yes.
Mr. Mech, MRMECC, MRMECC. If you see anything else up there, no spaces, no periods. If you see anything else up there, it's not me. I got imitators.
That was like
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
that was
it's
like
crazy.
Dr. Umarish. The way you read that off, you ever seen when he trying to get donations, all right? He's like, yeah, you was getting it off just now. With that being said, it's been the Need to Know podcast. Alex, my brother.
Yes, sir.
It's always good doing this thing
It's
with
great,
you.
man.
I had a
It's
great
great.
time. Please, man,
Facts.
I'm not trying to beg, but
Yeah.
come back one of these
Please,
days.
please.
I wanna
Me?
you got some,
Oh, yeah, you gotta come
brother.
back.
This was fucking
You
fun.
gotta
We got
come
so
back. I
much
ain't
more
gonna
to
lie.
talk about.
We had way much more to talk about.
When I drop the single, I'll pull back up.
I bet.
Let's
Perfect.
do it.
When the record comes out,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll pull back around, no problem.
Say no more.
Absolutely.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
This has
Thank
been a
you.
Need to Know podcast. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
finish
then it
me.
won't be corny. I'm just saying.
Oh,
I'll actually have some shit out. It won't be corny.
All right, that's perfect. All right, well, Mech will be back. This has been a Need to Know podcast. What you need to know when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast. And we out of here, man.
Peace.